Hello, and welcome to Dice Friends. This is session 6 of Escape from Semolo Plateau. I'm Dale Friesen. I'll be the Dungeon Master, and we are using the 5th edition of the Dungeons & Dragons rules from Wizards of the Coast. I'll tell you what's been happening in the game right after everybody tells you who they're playing. Paul?
I am Donde, the level 3 Tabaxi monk. I had to look on the... It's like, who am I? Right. It's saying under me. And yeah, so far things have been going totally fine for Donde. He's happy that everybody is happy.
That's the kind of feeling that somebody with that face would have.
Yeah.
I'm Mora. I'm a level 3 elf rogue who has met very many new and interesting people on her unsanctioned exchange to Chult, and somehow managed to get herself homework assigned, which she's not been too happy about, but now she appears to be falling into a cavern through a magic portal, so overall that's like looking up for her.
She definitely volunteered for that homework.
And it's,
well, sort of.
It's not such a terrible thing. I mean, you got to meet the roots.
Oh my god, beesh.
Can you still name anyone other than Questlove?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't even do my homework.
All right, cool.
I am Beej. I'm playing Bonton, a level 3 albino hill dwarven cleric who is in the same situation everybody else because we like to stick together. But don't worry, everyone. I'm going to save us all with that dumbwaiter hook I am still carrying. Somehow that's going to come in handy on the side of this cliff.
Good luck with that.
And I'm Graham, and I'm playing Snack. He's a Batiri fighter who's just found a magical rapier and is pretty into it. And after fighting through a series of ridiculous things, came into a room, took a quick assessment of the options, and jumped into a teleporter.
With no idea of where it was going to take you.
No, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like, well, if I do this, this will be definitely bad, but this could be maybe not bad.
Yeah, we had a couple options, all of which we didn't know what would happen.
Oh yeah.
I had a pretty good idea what like the mysterious, like not actually elf, but pretending to be an elf, luring us into like seed pod of death had in mind.
I feel like Paul had a really good idea of all that golden liquid.
I mean, that was great. Yeah. I thought we should have gone there. But...
So, as you may have gathered, they had a choice at the end of last session. Yeah. Leading up to this choice, they went to Bonton's teacher, Avu Nihar the Necromancer, along with his cousin Balia, because his dwarf tribe has been having trouble with their anti-undead talisman, and Balia was hoping that Bonton would use his necromancy to fix it, but he said no, so she went to Avu Nihar to get it fixed. And he said, yes, I will fix it, but I need these glowing positive energy fungus things. So our heroes have collected those positive energy glowing fungus things.
Problem solved.
Right. Then they were trapped where they were. They had some options. There was one door, there was a seed pod, and there was a teleportation circle that led somewhere they didn't know. As you've heard, they've chosen the teleportation circle. It has come out deep underground on a nearly vertical surface. So they've landed next to the teleportation circle and fallen. As a result of the time in their underground area, Donde has 1 level of exhaustion, and Bonton has 2 levels of exhaustion from last week.
Oh, right. From fighting that...
We got our stuff sucked.
You got your precious bodily fluids
drained
by the spheroid thing with tentacles.
Yep.
Yeah, sleeping gets rid of 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, does it?
So,
Well,
that's
I'm
good.
in
You're
the
gonna
mood
be tired.
for sleep.
You're gonna be tired for a while.
Yeah.
So you're falling.
Yeah.
You have a couple of options to try to mitigate the falling. Stopping falling is not really one of those. Any
you
of
can't just decide to not fall anymore.
I mean, I guess unless you have some class abilities I don't know about. If you're a level 4 monk, for example, you can slow fall. Is anybody here a level 4 monk?
If I had drunk,
Hateful.
if I had drunk more of that stuff, I'm a level 3 monk.
Right.
I don't get slow. I haven't learned slow fall yet. I'm like, oh, why didn't I study harder?
So I want to know though, how big is this room? Like, is it a room, or is it just a big cavern that's now the thing has been tilted on its side and we're falling like a great distance?
So this is an ancient dwarf chamber that has a lot of arrow holes and things pointed inward at the place where you've appeared. But it's obviously a ruin. So a lot of those arrows and everything that are pointing down at this are now all sideways. Is that a yes? Did you ask me a yes or no question?
It's a big space. It's like
It's a
we
big
got
space.
more than 30 or 40 feet to fall essentially.
not more than 40 feet.
About that.
About that.
Okay.
So okay. I was, in terms of
This is the
stuff to
fastest I'll ever
do,
travel.
theoretically, Donde would like to pull out his claws and grab onto the wall.
Right.
He has a climb speed, and I'm hoping that will help him climb up the wall, or at least
If that
slow
goes,
his fall on
You're
the
a
wall.
cat. You can flip around and land on your feet.
I don't have that part.
I'm just
So-
going to try and hope an acrobatics check is enough to get me to land all right.
So you have a couple of options.
Okay.
And if you have a climb speed, you have a third option.
Okay.
I guess you also have the fourth option, which is just fall.
That's always an option.
Right. So I shouldn't say there
Unless
are
you're in
only two
space, I
options.
guess.
So as a reaction, you can use your acrobatics to try to lessen the damage you take when you land.
Okay.
Or, as a reaction, you can use your athletics to, like, you can touch a wall. You can just try to grab on. You would slam into the wall, so you'd take a little bit of damage, but then you'd be stopped like 20 feet down, and you could try to just climb down, which would be athletics DC 10. Or if you have a climb speed, you could try, as you say, to reach out with your claw and claw the rock, I guess.
I guess I'm hoping that my claws are better at finding little crevices in the rock than hands would be.
I would
Especially
hope,
since I have big paws.
right. So what kind of skill are you going to be using to do that? Or do you just want to try a straight dexterity save?
I guess if I can do acrobatics, that would be better.
You can do acrobatics. Remember that with one level of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on skill checks, but not saves. So I'm going to give you the choice. You can do an acrobatics check, or you can do a dexterity save.
Oh, in that case, I will do a dexterity save.
As you wish. And the rest of you can...
I'm going to go for the acrobatics.
Go ahead.
15.
15 will reduce the amount of damage you take by 1d6.
Oh, nice.
So you'll only take 3d6 damage. Would you like to roll that yourself, or would you like me to do it?
Well, I guess you can do it.
All right.
We got some big ones here if you want to use the.
Ooh.
Let's pull the. Oh. Okay.
Could be worse.
7.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Pretty average.
That looks like
like
9
9.
to me, which is below average.
How did I mess up? That is 9. What? How did I mess up my? Oh, I know what I did. I omitted the 2.
That would do it.
Yeah. Well, that's still
Better
hurts,
than-
but still better than it could have been.
Yes. How are the rest of you doing?
Snack never was great at
I'm
math.
going to wait for Paul to resolve because I have some questions.
Oh, okay.
Paul, how did you do?
Not well.
Okay.
You did the dexterity save.
yeah, I did
which
the
you don't
dexterity
have-
save.
So you don't have disadvantage on it.
Yeah, which is great.
Uh huh.
I did, however, roll a 1. So disadvantage wouldn't really have done that much. In fact, it actually probably would have helped. No, it wouldn't have helped me. But anyway, so with the 1, I have a 6 if that does indeed do anything, or if I just straight fail.
I think you straight fail.
All right. Bye.
So you get 4 now. All right.
Have some damage.
Hoi.
Ouch.
13.
Yowie.
So Dale,
Yes,
I have a climb bonus.
you have
So
a climb
I have,
bonus.
I can fast climb, and I have athletics, or acrobatics. I'm sorry. So I have acrobatics. So what was my choice? Just a dexterity save or an acrobatics check?
If you have a climb speed, which is not the same thing,
I have fast climb.
right, which is
Okay.
not the same thing.
Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, cool. So you can do acrobatics to reduce the damage to 3d6,
Okay.
or you can do an athletics check to keep yourself stuck halfway up, but you'd only take 2d6 damage.
Mora is not a very strong person, but she's a very lithe, sprightly 60-year-old elf. So she's probably going to try to do some creative rolling on the way down to sort of bounce.
That's what I
and,
did.
And try to sort of like.
No, to be clear, it worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
I tried it and it worked,
It did
and I
work.
still took 9 damage.
So
And Mora has some temporary hit points, as I recall.
that's true. Yeah, she does. She's got
You're
9 of them
welcome.
actually.
Very temporary.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, they're probably about to be. So acrobatics, just at acrobatics plus my. So checking with my +5. Okay, cool. 9 plus 5 is 14.
14 is not enough.
Oh no!
Oh, I just made it then with
You
the 15.
just made it with a 15.
So Mora tries to do some fun stuff, but does not do a very good job.
Have some damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Are those 9s?
They're
Not on a D6, Dale.
Oh.
19 points of damage. Good thing I've got 9 temporary hit points. I'm gonna land on top of.
Sorry.
I'm gonna land beside Dande.
Yeah, I think you kind of splat.
Clunk.
Yeah, I think you would have
okay,
taken.
we
I
got
think
the-
you would have taken
it's
less
okay, we
damage
got the
if
hammer.
you landed on me.
is there anything on this path down what is now a wall that I can grab onto with this hook? Because it saved my ass last time.
So this is certainly very craggy.
Yes.
Right? Things have been broken up. So if you want to make an athletics check to grab onto something so that you only fall part way, I will give you advantage on the check for using your hook.
Okay. That means I get to roll and then roll again, or I have to
You
roll,
roll 2 at the
roll
same
twice.
time.
Yeah.
And you take the higher of the
You
2.
want one of these?
I'm going to use these
All right.
and take the higher of the 2.
Yes.
That's
I
pretty
see
good.
a 16 and a 2.
And you're
A
rolling
7
on.
actually.
You're rolling
16
on
and a
what?
7.
And a 7. Okay, so I'll take the
Functionally
16,
the same.
and I am rolling athletics,
Yes.
so I get a +1 to that, so it's 17.
All right. So the bad news is that you take 2d6 points of damage.
Yes. I knew that was bad news to begin with.
So that's 6 points.
Christ.
And you are 20 feet off the floor.
Yep, that's the real bad news.
Well, but now you can hopefully
Come down
control
slowly.
your descent.
Right. So now you need an athletics check, DC 10, to get down without any more pain.
That's fine.
How many of those do I need to make?
1.
Just one?
You can
Yeah.
probably, you can probably do
Okay,
this.
I'll just roll the little guy here. That was almost. So that's 9.
Oh.
So I feel like there must be a story in that almost making it.
Yeah, so clearly, grabbing the wall with the hook ground me to a halt, and I said that clearly I'm safe. This whole method works. And I thought, if I'm now stuck here, that's no good. So what I'll do is I'll kick away from the wall slightly, like kick up off the wall slightly to loosen my hook and slide down the rest of the way. When I kicked up off the wall to grab something else on the way down, I grabbed nothing on the way down. And fell 20 feet, at least onto my legs, but my legs landed very hard and smacked myself in the chin with my knees.
Your legs are attached to the rest of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where you can visualize.
Oh!
Oh.
11.
I was at 6 hit points.
Stop dying.
Hey, your healer's dead again.
You're only mostly dead.
I'm only mostly dead.
Can we stabilize him?
You can try to help with the checks, yes.
Okay.
So you're going to be making a death save. You remember how those work? Mm-hmm. You're really good at these, as I recall.
So I had a lot of luck last time.
Well, do that again.
So yeah, can we give him advantage on it?
on
that
the
On the death save? By like aiding him?
Is there any
Maybe
way?
we like prop his head up, take his tongue out of his throat, that kind of thing. Put him in the recovery position.
Am I able to use my
Bring his legs back.
inspiration? My point of inspiration.
You can
here?
definitely use your inspiration
So I'm
here.
gonna roll twice.
I really should have used my inspiration on that fall.
I used my inspiration
I used mine
charm.
last time.
All
to
right.
charm the thing that wanted to suck our vital energies out in its seed pod.
Well, here we go. 12 and
9?
You got to get a plus 10, right?
Yeah,
So
you have to get a 10.
so
So-
I got 12.
One success.
One success.
One success.
All right. And you remember what page this is on?
Does he just have to, because
I
we're,
forget.
because we're not in initiative, does
Right.
he just have to do that 3 times?
Yes, but he has a chance of failing, and you
Yeah.
guys were asking if you could help.
Yes.
And that seems reasonable, and I just don't have it memorized.
Do you guys have any spells that allow you to grant me extra dice to roll to give me extra points to this stuff? Because I know I do.
I can give you, I can give someone temporary hit points.
There is
don't
there is
think-
a medicine skill.
I feel like if you're giving him temporary hit points, he's stable.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. I will expend one of my, what are they called?
Superiority dice.
Superiority dice
Uh-huh.
to give you 1d8 plus cha. 8.
Nice.
You get
I-
8 hit
Now
points.
that's temporary hit points. I
Yes,
get 8.
I
Or does it
recommend
just
that
stay?
you heal yourself.
Yes.
They
Once
stay
conscious.
until
It's
they're-
called rally.
Yeah.
Rally.
I feel
That's,
better already.
that's literally that thing from like video games where you're just like, come on, get up, man.
Walk it off.
They last until they get taken away from you. So if you want to go climbing, for example, again, or if you start a long rest, that'll also get rid of the temporary hit points.
But
But
then
it
you'll
also-
also be rested up and have all your spell slots back.
And you get fully healed on
Also,
on a long rest. Then.
The 2
Yes.
levels of exhaustion.
One of those is going to go away with a long rest.
Right. And that wouldn't have. Okay. So okay.
I
Here,
believe that's.
We
I
should, do,
probably double
we,
check that.
we should do one of those rests.
a long rest.
Okay, we should probably find out where we are first.
Yeah.
I have stone cunning and I'm not dead.
Those are
Always
two
a good
excellent.
I don't have stone cunning, but I'm not dead. So, I'll take it.
Should I grant myself 1 hit point for an hour? Should I start rolling healing, or should we just? I'll wait.
If I were you, I would heal me.
Yeah, I might as well.
I think that regardless of the game mechanic outcome, you feel terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
You're living
You've
on
had a hard
borrowed
day.
HP.
You've fallen 20 feet down a cliff. You've
And
had
then-
your
and then the
vital
other 20
juices
feet.
sucked out twice.
And then I leapt through a waterfall, hit my head on the rock, and fell to my knees, and scrambled into a room. And then Snack passed me on the way into the teleporter, and I just went after him, kind of not thinking clearly.
Yeah. You've had a bad day.
I've had a bad day.
But we put you in the recovery position, Bonton. Now, as it turns out, the elf recovery position is different than a dwarf recovery position
do
because
tell.
we're a little bit more flexible than you are, so I apologize if you feel any burn in the hamstrings later. But I assure you, it's what Mr. Greeblethorpe showed us in PE class.
That's good.
You're like folded in half.
I have several pieces of good news for you.
Okay.
Last time, you guys complained about the various bugs and monsters, and you can't hear a living thing. In fact, you complained about all the noises, and everything is just completely silent down here. And you didn't like all the water you had to wade through. There's no water anywhere to be seen. In fact, there's just lots of dust.
All right.
Because I'm a helper.
Oh.
Oh, this is like that scene in Lord of the Rings. Where they're in the mines of Moria.
It's hard not to draw a parallel with that.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to think how to avoid just doing that. And it's...
Well, it turns out an abandoned mountain fortress can only look so many ways to the mind's eye.
Right.
Abandoned dwarven underground, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna We have
This seems
time.
bad.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes casting Prayer of Healing.
Oh, right. For the proper way.
Where's our
Where's our what?
PHP?
Right there.
I just gotta figure out how that works.
Yeah, all right. So
Again.
yeah, finishing a long rest reduces the exhaustion level by 1, provided you have also like eaten and stuff.
Provided you rest.
Well, no, provided you've like eaten.
Yeah.
But you guys,
have-
it's been about a minute since you walked down the stairs.
Yeah.
You had a full undead picnic basket at the top of those stairs. I'm assuming that you're feeling well fed, because
Yeah.
why wouldn't you have had a snack before walking
Yeah.
downstairs?
The one aspect of our bodies that isn't in intense pain is our stomachs.
Yeah, I suppose that whole like horrible like gathering fungus thing was like 4 minutes start to end.
I think it was about 1 minute.
Oh wow.
So, Paul, you had said you want us to figure out where we are. And I'm saying I would like to heal myself.
Okay.
Are these two things in flux with each other? Like, are you going to start exploring for things and therefore stop me from being able to take 10 minutes to heal myself and everybody
No, I
else?
think we
When
can
I-
all
when I
lie
say-
here and moan for 10
Yeah,
minutes.
when I say find out where we are, I mean like look around the room and see if there are like exits and
Okay.
see. I don't mean like go off exploring.
So one obvious exit is that 40 feet that way, there's a teleportation circle.
Now, although I thought we were the teleportation circle that the necromancer had was a one-way thing, right?
Every teleportation circle is one way.
14.
So that won't actually get us anywhere.
Well, no, that one might go somewhere else.
Right.
Oh, I see. That's so they're
So the
It's not like portals.
right, they're targets. You can cast a spell, and if you know the serial number, as it were, of a teleportation circle, you can target it, and then you create a circle around you, and you teleport to that permanent circle. If you do that every day in the exact same way for a year, your circle becomes permanent, targeting whichever one you chose to target. So each teleportation circle only goes to one place, but there might be 20 or 30 circles targeting it.
right. So if we
Wow, that sounds
theoretically
like a massive pain to set up.
if we could climb up to this circle and get into it, we'd be teleported somewhere.
Right.
The only
Somewhere
place
new and
the only place
exciting.
we know we wouldn't be teleported to is back into the tree.
Correct.
Okay.
Everybody gets 14 points. Hit points, 14 hit points.
Hey,
Oh.
thank you.
Yay. That makes
Because I
me
rolled 2d8, got 11, plus 3, wisdom, is my spellcasting modifier. It gives 14, and it's up to 6 creatures of my choice can use that I can see within range, each regain hit points equal to that.
Lovely.
sweet.
Wow.
Good.
I am now at max hit points again. I feel great.
I'm being yeah, my hit points are kind of yo-yoing, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the top part of the yo-yo right now.
And before
That
we
makes me
haven't,
feel good.
we haven't had our long rest yet, so I have to. A long rest doesn't automatically heal you. You have to.
It does.
A long rest does automatically heal you.
Okay.
And it gives you half your hit dice back.
Ah, okay. Okay. Keep that in mind.
But you've had, we abstracted away a long rest because you left behind the 20 undead ravens who were your escort. It took you a day and a half to walk from Avunihar's stronghold to
Yeah.
the cellar.
Okay.
So it's a little early in the day, but you guys have had a hard day. If you want to take your long rest now,
You get rid of your exhaustion.
So the advantage
I get
to-
rid of 1 point of my exhaustion.
Yeah, the advantage to that would be getting rid of the exhaustion. I mean, we're all actually pretty good in terms of hit points at the moment.
It recharges Bij's spell casting
But
ability,
yeah.
though.
And
We've
my
rather shaken out the
and
cleric
my
at this
superiority
point.
dice.
And my key.
and you can use a rest to identify one magic item.
Ooh.
And I seem to recall some of you have some magic items.
Can only Bij do that, or anybody can do that?
Anybody can do that.
Oh, really?
Also, if you want to, you could identify a potion outside of a rest, because anybody can just sort of
right.
put some of the stuff in their mouth
Yes.
and swish it around.
I'd like to do that, actually.
All right. I forgot the envelopes here last week, so I'm not entirely sure. I got them now, but my point is I was at home trying to remember what you guys had. So I think I have handouts for everything, and if I don't, I'll just tell you stuff and give you handouts next week.
Okay.
So if you're taking a rest, I'll give
Should
you
we do that?
handouts.
Yeah, I guess this room appears to be very
Actually, yeah,
unused.
Can't hear a thing, so perfect.
Yeah, there's nothing beyond what you've described. It's It's like a big old cavern.
It's a big old cavern. There are a couple of exits, but neither of them are that easy for you to get to. It's very broken up, and there's no real sign of activity in all the dust around you.
All right.
We fall into
Except
a
yours.
big pile of dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have full canteens.
So it
let's
seems
chill.
like we're probably not going to find anywhere safer in the next short amount of time.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
So I get half of my.
Get all
Hit
my
dice
key back.
And you
Is that just
haven't
roll
used
3?
any.
I haven't used any of my hit dice yet.
Right. So you have all of your hit dice, and you get all your hit points back.
Yeah, because we didn't do we didn't do a short rest today at all.
No.
We didn't really have time.
Okay, so I can just bring myself back up to
Yeah.
28.
You guys are fine.
So we can each identify one thing.
Right.
I lose my temporary hit points.
Cool. I have no magic items. that
Here,
I
do
need
you want to
identify?
identify one of the ones that I have? I have a magic wand with it that is still, the tail is still alive. You could identify that one while I work on this dark
Now,
green spider
As far
bag.
as wondrous items go, can I identify what they do? Okay. But I can only pick one.
I'm going to start. I have this potion.
All right.
This dark red liquid has many tiny black specks constantly moving through it. It is contained in a small black leather flask. It was with the abandoned pile of gear near the strangers.
Abandoned pile. Magic potion, abandoned pile.
Right.
So that is not taking up your ability to identify a magic item in your long rest.
Okay, cool.
So sounds like Beej has 2. If you want to identify one of his.
Yeah, hook me up.
All right. Over here.
I want to identify. I want to since I want to look at my spider bag. Spider bag. A green bag of tricks.
And I am looking at this still twitching 13-inch lizard tail.
Kathleen, would this be useful to you?
Probably.
Because
These
this
tools, yeah.
rapier, that doesn't need identifying, right?
It's just a +1 rapier.
then there's
It
a
has
thing.
weird stuff, but that's
Yeah.
to do with the material it's made of.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool.
Soft bulbous necklace.
Green bag of tricks. Reaching inside the bag reveals the presence of a small, fuzzy, invisible object, which I will name Steve. You can use an action to reach inside the bag, pull out the object, and throw it up to 20 feet. When it lands, it transforms into a creature. This creature is friendly to me and vanishes either at the next dawn or when it reaches 0 hit points. The creature acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to give it general instructions or to give it a specific command for the next turn. Absence instructions, the creature will act according to its nature. Up to 3 fuzzy objects can be pulled out each day, refreshing at dawn.
So you know about bags of tricks because they're relatively common. The Magicians Union has very strict rules about making them because if you don't know what you're doing, they can go extremely wrong. So there are 3 lists of creatures that they've worked out are stable and work well. And according to guild rules, if you're using one of those lists of creatures, and you're only allowed to use one of those lists of creatures, you have to color code your bag, either beige or rust or gray, depending on which list you've chosen.
Oh, but this one is green.
Yes.
So
So
this
whoever
is an unsanctioned bag of
this
tricks.
is an unsanctioned bag of
no.
tricks.
Oh, delightful.
That
So what,
produces these weird fuzzy things.
well, maybe they produce little friendly spiders. But they look like they're kind of like Boris the Spider spiders. So they
We
just
don't
have like
we don't know what the fuzzy thing will turn into.
But it says it turns into an animal, but it has a smiling fuzzy spider on one side. So can I say it's like a cartoonishly fuzzy spider?
The little drawing? Sure.
But like, or the animal that comes out, because it's like a
Or-
fuzzy thing,
I-
invisible thing I throw, and it turns into an animal.
I think it's you don't know what it turns into yet.
So this is when it says requires attunement by a spellcaster. Does that mean it can only be used by spellcasters?
Yes. So you are a spellcaster if you have a class ability that lets you cast spells, or if you have some sort of racial ability that lets you cast a spell. For example, high elves get an automatic spell. So technically, Mora counts as a spellcaster for this purpose.
All right, and clerics count as spellcasters even though it's divine. Okay, so this actually looks pretty awesome for somebody. It is all right. So this is a magic wand that has a maximum of 7 charges, and it you can use an action to send a lance of purple death ray
Excuse me.
as a ranged attack, which deals 1d12 plus 1 points of necrotic damage. Oh, you can per charge used, so you can blow more than one charge at once if you want to. So you
Really?
Now the trick is, it loses 1 charge every day at dawn, and to recharge it, you have to feed it at least 1 point of damage worth of your blood.
Per level.
Per level.
So if you're level 3, you need to give it 3 hit points.
3
worth
hit
of blood.
points.
So you have to give it blood.
Worth of your own blood, not somebody else's blood.
But if you're just about to have a long rest, you'll get that back.
Right.
Although it loses 1 charge at dawn.
Just put your blood into the wand and go to sleep.
The twitching lizard tail wand.
What could go wrong?
And if
That
you
sounds amazing.
And if you expend all the charges, there's a chance that it will dissolve into goo. It currently has no charges, so
It is not dissolved into goo.
No.
It's unlikely to dissolve. Oh,
I have a glass sphere.
I'll let you look at that. I think
thank
Paige
you.
is going to read something.
Yeah.
Soft bulbous necklace. This was the dark yellow necklace made of a squishy material that occasionally rearranges itself. As an action, a wearer who is attuned to this necklace, because it must be attuned by a spellcaster, can activate it to disappear, leaving all gear, including this necklace, behind, and reappear wherever they were at dawn. See ya, suckers.
all gear like
I
all,
could just leave here and go back to wherever I was at dawn.
Oh, it's not that you disappear and then reappear at dawn in the same spot.
No, he reappears where he was during the previous dawn.
Except
the
you're like
previous dawn.
naked.
Yes. I
In the
lose
middle of the jungle.
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
lose everything.
that's a double-edged sword.
Yep.
That's it. And also you leave the
I leave the necklace behind too.
necklace, so you can't just chain it.
And it's attune. It requires attunement by a spellcaster, which means that
So-
Mora could leave as well, because you could pick up the necklace and attune it as well, and also leave as well, and leave these two people behind.
And presumably we'd be in the same spot.
Yes, because we would have been at the same place at dawn.
So we could both see each other naked in the dawn. In the middle of the jungle.
No,
Yeah.
it's
With
not.
no raven escort or food or tools
It's not.
or boots.
It's not. It's not. It does. It isn't dawn when you arrive, though. It's just where you were.
Where
at.
you
we
were
just
at dawn.
zap back to where that was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the idea of the guy, the wizard that made a teleporter that doesn't take the teleporter with it.
Yeah.
That probably wasn't a great
It's
plan.
it's an escape hatch, right? It's just kind of like I need to go, and then you do.
And the hope is that whoever was chasing you wasn't in the same spot you were at dawn.
Yeah.
Can I feed this wand some blood?
Yes, you can.
Sick. I'm going down to. We're having a rest, right?
What?
I'm. So
What part of the tail drinks the blood?
maybe the tip. It's like. All right. So I'm gonna give it 3 HP's worth of blood, and I'm gonna restore 1d6 plus 1 charges to the wand.
So I don't think you can just automatically do 3 HP. I think you got to cut yourself with your dagger and roll the damage.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You can choose not to use your precision if you want. That's where you add 3 points of damage.
You also probably
Yeah.
can't sneak attack yourself.
No.
I would let her sneak attack herself.
I would opt not to. As your attorney, don't.
All right. Daggers are 1d4, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Hey, 1.
You're
All
very
right,
careful about it.
So nothing happens,
Right.
but you've taken a point of damage.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try again.
All right.
But you have to do it. You have
more
to do it
blood. I
all.
need to
Oh,
give
you
at
need more
least
blood,
3.
right?
Oh,
Eh.
I see. Okay.
Oh,
Total.
that sucks. You've been like, you like psyched yourself up. You're like, damn.
Would it be easier
Little
if
less-
somebody else hit you?
No, a little less carefully. Let me do
Yeah,
this myself.
we'll volunteer. We
It
can.
needs to be slashing. Does anybody have a
I've got daggers.
2. Hey.
Okay.
A slightly deeper cut.
My dumbwaiter has like a hook has 1d10 slashing and reach, which means
Yeah,
I can get away from
we'll
you.
work it out. We'll work it out. I'm sure we could all
You're
find.
at the other end of the. Just hold still.
All right, so you
got
can
it.
you can recharge it now.
I have
All right.
claws.
1d6 plus 1 charges to the wand. Oh.
Is that a 1 or a
that's
6?
2. Because it's 1d6. This is the 1.
Oh,
So I was really excited for a second because it almost landed 2. But hey, now it's got 2 charges.
Right. Well, you can do that again if you want to.
Oh,
But I
really?
think we're gonna hear
Yeah.
about another magic item.
So I've got 2 things. I've got this potion, which tastes awful, but has a compelling aftertaste. Consuming this potion implants the imbiber with the final stage of Neokara Mana Parasite.
that,
Anyone with such a parasite has disadvantage on melee attack rolls, but an additional level 1 spell slot.
Well,
So basically, you have like a magical tapeworm
Basically.
that gives you magic but eats you.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
There's no further information. But I believe that is the extent of it.
I believe that Snack believes that that is the extent of it.
Well, that's all it says here.
That's all you get from tasting the potion.
That's all I know. Also, this red glass sphere, I'm afraid of it. Smashing this sphere has a chance of bringing a Zmok demon to the point where the sphere broke. If the demon is inside a properly prepared circle, which can be created with half an hour of preparation and an Arcana check, then the demon might be stuck there. With escape attempts opposing the result of the Arcana check, the demon may make 1 escape attempt per day. If there's so many conditions in this thing, smashing the sphere has a chance to bring a demon. If it's in the circle, then it might get stuck in the circle. It can try to escape. Then, if you are persuasive, you might be able to make a deal with the demon. While trapped, any deals the demon makes will be binding. Once it has fulfilled the bargain, the demon will be returned to wherever it was when the sphere was smashed.
I think it's illustrative that this was found on a dead body.
Yeah.
To the extent that, so whoever was holding this was like, no, I don't think I'm going to break it.
Yeah.
I know I'm dying, but I'm still not going to break it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it found on the pile of stuff where there was no dead body?
Potentially.
Like there were 3 dead bodies
Oh, yeah.
and a
Yeah.
pile of stuff including the bulbous necklace.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Really good point.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Someone just took off, didn't they?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Huh.
So if we come across like a naked guy in the woods,
So, be careful with this.
so
Does anyone want? I don't
Like
want
catch?
this.
I'll take it.
What are you
Really?
going to do
keep
with
getting,
it?
You keep
Juggle?
getting beaten up.
I want to put it down and leave it alone.
I'll give you
I'm
guys
going to-
inspiration if you guys stand at opposite ends of the room and play catch with it.
It's not worth it.
What's the check?
I guess we'll figure that out.
I'm not. Are you kidding me?
I have inspiration, so I should have used it, but I didn't.
I don't, but Snack's not.
And I feel like
not-
using the inspiration in order to make the catch kind of defeats the whole purpose of the operation.
Hand me the sphere back.
Oh, yes, please. Please have this.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yo,
is
you
that,
want this gross parasite too?
are those all
Yeah.
our magic items?
If you don't want it.
Is there anything else that we have that hasn't been identified?
I can't do anything with spell slots.
That's fair. It may come down. It
That
may
was my
come down to me
question,
needing
too.
to just eat.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else that isn't identified?
Nope.
Nope.
I never got to really pick up anything. So,
Well,
I got the longsword that I can't use. But anybody want a magic longsword? Does that work for anybody?
No.
All right.
Not really. I
if
mean,
I can trade it
could.
for-
I could use it fine, but I have this rapier, which is probably
Which is
better.
better for you.
Are you proficient with long swords?
No.
Wait, you're a fighter. Yes, you are.
Oh wait, yeah, because it's a martial weapon.
Now,
Yeah.
does it check against strength or dexterity?
Well, it would be strength, which is not as good as dex, which is why I prefer the rapier because it's a finesse weapon.
yeah. I have.
I have a +2 for my strength and +3 for dex.
Oh, see, I have +0 for my strength and +3 for my dex.
Yeah, we're
Like,
all.
I'll take it. We know
I mean, you may like you
Snack
can use.
likes having weapons around.
Realistically, nobody here but you can use that weapon.
All right, I'll
mean-
do it.
And Mora can use the rapier more efficiently than you can because she has the +3
to greater effect.
dex and sneak.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all right.
I mean,
You want
now I
this
feel
rapier?
like I'm telling you how to play your characters. Which
Oh,
is
I was
not my
gonna.
intent.
I was gonna ask for the rapier. Actually,
Okay.
And we're gonna try to just steal it when we were all having a rest.
No.
There's there is a catch
Oh yeah.
to the rapier. Well, I'll just read this out.
The magic sword has the same catch, I think.
Oh really? Okay. So it's made of dark green stone with thin black veins in the stone.
Yeah.
It has a 50% chance of scoring a critical hit on a natural 19.
Oh, that,
Because so you get a critical on a 20, but it also has a 50-50 shot of getting on a 19. Anytime you do score a critical hit with the weapon, either on a 19 or a 20, add an X below. There's already 7 of them. Add an X below, and then roll a D100. If your roll is equal to or less than the number of X's, then tell Dale. Because something bad happens.
This is
So enjoy that.
the longsword is similar, but not quite the same.
Do we even have a D100? Or just roll percentile?
Yeah,
dice?
That's percentile.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is so the sword is if you roll a natural 1, then you add an X. And this one comes pre-stocked with 17 X's. Then roll a D100, and if you roll less than or equal to, then something bad happens and tell Dale.
It's so many X's you get on this one.
Longsword is
The more you use
versatile,
it, the
which
more
means you can
likely
do
it
it
is to
two-handed if you
explode.
want.
Nice. All right. So okay. Well, I'll take the sword then. So that does a little less damage, but not a huge amount less damage.
Oh,
And it's a D8 instead of a D6.
Yes, I see that. That's
Oh yeah,
super
1d8
good.
piercing, nice.
So sword.
all right.
And is it
So
versatile?
It is.
D8 or D10,
Which means you can attack two-handed, right?
Right, and do more damage.
as long as you don't have a shield or whatever.
So you guys have a canteen full of water, which is enough to get you through the rest of the day.
Sorry, real quick. Remind me. The +1 is that to attack and damage?
Yes.
Ah. Sorry. Carry on.
You have the canteen full of water, and that is enough. You don't have to worry about water for the rest of the day. This is now the end of the day.
So things might become a problem tomorrow. In terms of
Yeah, absolutely. I need to look at what stone cutting is specifically. Does it just give me a sense of where we are underground, or does it actually...
It means you can't get lost underground.
Ah, okay. I was not aware that's...
okay, so we're taking our long rest.
Taking your long rest. You had previously established a watch order. You start with Snack and end
Yeah.
with Donde. Nothing happens during the night at all.
Okay.
Just lots of quiet, deep wherever you are.
Really quiet.
It's kind of okay for the moment, anyway.
Yeah.
It may become not okay, but
I believe we have established that Bonton is a fantastic snorer.
Oh God! It
so
would
there's a bit of echoing going
set
on.
up a standing wave in the dust. It would echo all around the.
Things just vibrate.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because I mean, we spent 4 months in what was presumably a pretty noisy cave, what with jungle sounds,
And Bonton.
and Bonton, and then we stayed over at the necromancer's place.
Yeah.
one night,
Yeah, we also stayed over one
but
night
Bonton
in the
was there
jungle
too,
as well.
and the jungle.
Yeah.
And Bonton was there.
And Bonton was there as well. So you know, it's if
I've
it
always
was
been there.
if it was absolutely quiet, then it'd probably be hard to sleep. But
All right. Well, so I guess we wake up at what we assume is the morning, but nobody can really tell because nothing has changed.
we wake
Right.
up when we don't.
We don't hurt so badly
Yeah.
anymore.
And so you said there's a couple of non-teleporter exits from the room.
Right, one's relatively easy to get to compared to the other one, which is about as hard to get to as the teleporter.
Let's go for
Is
the
it just?
easy
Is
exit.
it like an opening?
It is clearly a former door.
Okay.
You can see it
Right,
used
because
to
we've
be
been saying
fortified.
we've been saying cavern, but this has all been like cut stone, like it's
Yes, that is badly damaged.
okay. Okay,
So there are like
because this used to be some sort of great hall kind of space.
Would we like to know more about this space?
Yeah.
it looks like whatever it was, the teleportation circle was in the middle of the floor, and then there was kind of this big cylinder, nearly 100 feet in diameter, going upward with a lot of like arrow slits going down, pointed at the teleportation circle.
Right.
If I were to roll a history check on this, is there any more information that you could be giving us about it?
I know how to find out.
Roll the history check.
Roll a history check. All right.
What dwarf stories do you remember, Bonton?
Who knows if I lived here or not? Let's find out. All right, so that's a 6, but I add my history because it's trained, so I add +3, so that's 9. And then because I have stone cutting, I add twice my proficiency bonus.
Ooh,
Which
So,
is
So
another
another
2 and 2, so that's 4. So we're at 13.
Huh.
9 and 4, 13, right?
Yes.
So this was a place that was abandoned in all the problems of the spell plague, which was like 40 years ago. What you're seeing is pretty normal for the way dwarfs treated teleportation circles. They're like, we know that people are gonna find out about them, and when someone comes in and we didn't invite them, we're just gonna shoot them lots.
Okay.
So, even if you haven't necessarily seen this one, you've seen this setup before.
Okay. Very familiar.
Yeah.
So then,
Let's go for the exit that we can get to easily.
so if we go out the exit, is that like going up that cylinder that was like arrow holes? Because I have a weird picture of what this thing looks like in my head. Is that when it was actually not on a cliff anymore, when it was like that?
Right.
Everything was aiming down at the.
Yes. So, and there would have been 2 doors on the floor level. And so when this tilted, one of the doors is like 10 feet up and the other one's like 30 feet up.
Oh, okay, so it all went sideways. It didn't
Yeah,
just go
it's
completely.
not completely 90 degrees,
see.
but it's closer to 90 than to any other sort of round number.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's go to the easy to get to door.
Yeah.
All right, so you go through the easy to get through door, and this is a guard barracks. You see some comfortable beds. You see a weapons rack.
Is there anything on the weapons rack?
There are some broken spear shafts. You could probably cobble something together.
Yeah.
Nothing impressive.
Poke
Any
around in it.
armor?
No.
And this area is not all tilted at this point. Like it's just
Just
the main.
some tilted.
There's been
but
some seismic unrest.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if there's no armor or anything, right?
Right.
And there's no other way out of the.
Well, and there's another exit from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean this is where the guards were who would be manning some of those arrow
Right.
slits and stuff. And then you can get from here deeper into
We don't need comfy beds, apparently.
demonstrably.
Yeah.
So, though most mines like this would not have like a standard kind of layout.
Right, because it's all about where the minerals are,
Right.
and you would follow the
So-
veins of the ore.
So it's a sense of if we go through that door, we don't know if it's getting us any closer to. I wouldn't have known whether it's getting us closer to the exit or getting us further into somewhere else in the mine.
Right, but you could walk around a little and you might start to get a sense of it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there's probably some logic in how it's laid
Like
out.
you'll know, like I think as stone cutting, you'll know if we're going like deeper or towards like outside.
Yes.
Fair. Okay.
Like you just have like an innate sense of underground direction.
Let's keep going through the barracks then.
Yeah.
All right, so you eventually are going to find some nice, helpful labels in dwarf.
Okay.
Candy.
One of them is to the market area, one of them is to the purified water well, and one of them is to the staging area, whatever that is.
With all of everything that just happened, like given the seismic unrest underground, that well is probably cut off.
Well,
but
we
we
should
could go
check.
see. So don't get your hopes up, I guess.
Seems like not a terrible thing to see. Don't you have like a purify food and drink thing?
That is one of the things that I can cast, and in my last long rest, I did not change out any of my spells.
It's fine, but theoretically tomorrow you could,
I could, yeah.
if that was a thing we needed to do.
Yeah, if we find brackish water, then I can take that spell after a short rest. I think I can actually even change out spells, I think. I'll have to double check, but yeah.
Because I did tell you were out of
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not take the...
All right. So you head over there and you see a complicated system for purifying water. It's completely dry, but water still needs to go someplace. With your stone cunning, you can tell, oh, the water is now over here, and sure enough, you wander over there, and there's water that's trickling through a crack and down the side of the rock.
But it's not going through the purifier anymore.
Right.
So
The other thing that you know, well, all of you know because you live in Chult, is that the water in Chult is full of tiny little, almost invisible parasites. Like you don't just wander up to a river and drink from it.
Right, of course.
But you could like light a fire and boil it.
Yes, and I'm sure that that's what you've done. Like you've all traveled through the wilds of Chult.
Yeah.
Is there any buckets or whatever around?
Yes,
Cool.
I mean, back in the water room.
Yeah.
I mean, we have water skins too, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to put it in the water skin until it's clean.
Makes sense. Yep.
All right.
So there's stuff here. You can purify your water. We don't need to spend time on it.
Okay.
This is just
Oh.
you've got your stone cutting. You've got your native dwarf. You've found a water source.
So we can just say, we purify some water.
Yes.
We take
Great.
20 minutes to boil water and
Cool.
fill our
Yes.
Yay.
skins.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Goodness.
That's helpful.
Let's check out this market area.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, presumably they've taken everything, but maybe there's something there.
So the market area is
It's nice to be
considerably
exploring and not being
deeper.
attacked.
Yeah. Oh. So we have the stage. We have the market area, the staging area that we haven't been to yet. The market area is considerably deeper back inside.
right.
Because the staging area would be like staging to go outside, I guess.
Makes sense. That's where you would have people coming, bringing stuff. Oh, you'd be. I'm drawing on hearing many stories about Dwarf Fortress. You generally set up trading posts either immediately inside or just outside of your mine. So if we take it into account that that's where you would do a lot of trading, a staging area is probably very close to outside. If the staging area is meant to be where people bring stuff to prepare to go to market and trade.
Okay.
If that's what that staging area is for.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
What
just
else
said-
do you do with all the? What else do dwarves do with all the stuff they mine down here?
just keep it.
Just for show?
You polish it over and over until everyone goes insane.
Yep.
Then you have a tantrum spiral.
I'm learning so much about other cultures.
It seems like while we don't have things eating us, maybe we should check out the
Let's go to the market.
the market.
Yeah.
If we've got food, we've got
Could be all sorts of things left behind.
stuff. Sure.
Yeah, because if everything's going bleh, everyone's probably like, get the hell out, you know?
So while you're poking around underground, I need a general sense. Are you trying to hurry, or are you trying to be safe?
I think we're all trying to be safe.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah.
there's nothing around, like things could be unstable.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
we're probably
There's no could be. Things are definitely unstable, and that's not a secret. Like this is collapsed, and the dwarfs are like, we're not going back there because it's unsafe.
Yeah.
I think we're being careful in that respect. We're probably not being like super quiet. Like
Okay.
we're just walking normally. I think
Yeah.
we're not being all stealthy.
Poking the floor with, I mean, you've got a staff, I've got this long hook. It's like we can poke the floor with these things to see if it's
Your
actually
hook.
going to move.
Greatest hook ever.
Greatest hook ever.
So it's going to take you like 3 hours to clamber over stuff. You're going to be completely dusty when you get to the market area.
Okay.
You can see that there was an orderly withdrawal from the market area. Things have been sort of rearranged in a way that makes it clear it was done after the last big earthquake.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or someone came back here after the earthquake
Right.
and took care of things. There is also a staircase leading further down into some sort of much deeper area. The staircase is kind of broken, but if you want to play it safe, you can slowly go down the staircase. It's a long spiral staircase. It does not have guardrails, and the staircase is occasionally broken. There is a big reception area welcoming people to the market who have climbed up the staircase.
So I guess looking around, there doesn't seem to be any market goods still around.
So, casually looking around, you guys all have dark vision, and you have enough glowing fungus that you can get like glints of color here and there. It wouldn't be enough to see by, but it's enough that you can tell what color things are. You can see market signs and the occasional like awning and stuff, but the market goods have been, for the most part, removed.
Okay.
So there's a stand to welcome people to the market who have come up the stairs.
Yes.
I guess from deep in the mine.
Is that what that's implying?
Yes.
Okay.
Or wherever.
We're deep into something.
I mean,
They
So-
climbed up the stairs from somewhere.
Yeah.
Welcome to market.
like a mountain is also above ground.
Yeah.
And if you were building a place in a mountain, like there could be alternate exits that go down and out another way. We could continue to explore that way. But it doesn't stand to reason that it's going to go anywhere else but further into the mine.
Yeah. And this is coming from you especially.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's actually a compelling reason for us to.
And going down stairs that look kind of broken.
Especially a long staircase. If we break those stairs on the way down for any reason, getting back up is going to be a huge pain.
if not impossible for some of us.
Yeah.
All right.
Without the assistant of, say, a demon.
Demon's like, really? You summoned me to go up a staircase?
Very treacherous staircase.
Okay.
I don't want to go deeper into the mine.
Bonton, what do you think are the chances of there being an exit that way, or should we go back past the teleport room and assume that's the way out?
Like, go back to the, or go to the
The
staging, area.
Yeah,
There's also the other exit from the teleport
that's what
room.
I meant.
Yeah. I say we go to the staging area
There's the staging area, which
Yeah.
is through the...
Yeah.
through the market.
No,
Wait, no, hang on. Because we got to a central area. The market was one way. The staging area was another way, and
The
then
water was another.
The water was
Yeah,
another way.
sorry, the staging area or the other exit out of the teleport room.
Okay, yeah.
I would say let's go to the staging area, or rather, let's go to the staging area.
Well, if you say it like that.
Glad we came all the way down here. All right.
Okay, so you go back up the stairs. It's going to take you slightly longer. By the time you get all the way back up over this broken area, playing it safe, you can go more quickly if you wanna. But if you're being super safe, I think your canteens are probably empty, so you refill them.
Okay.
And I think it's been a long day. If you want to press on, that's totally fine. But we're looking at, you've been active for like 8 hours. If you want to, you can walk through the bunk room back to the hard, cold stone floor and have another long rest.
Or we can sleep in the bunk room.
Or you can press on. You're still exhausted.
Yeah.
So if you're pressing on and working hard, you gain a level of exhaustion, which you would lose when you slept, but you'd be up
Right.
to 2 levels of exhaustion.
We don't have any other items that need to be identified, right?
I don't.
Okay.
How much food do we have?
You have not tons of food, because I don't think you brought most of it
Yeah.
out of the picnic basket.
No, I don't think we would have.
Well, let's take a... Well, because then if we have rest, then Bonton won't be exhausted tomorrow.
Yeah, that would help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can try to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's
right.
do that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, wait, can I give my staff more blood?
yes, because remember at dawn, it
So it's down to one
It's
chunk.
going to lose one
Decrements.
of our...
So when you woke up this
No, it
morning, it
only-
was down to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it lost one at dawn. And it goes down to 1 at dawn?
Down
No.
by 1.
Oh, by 1.
I may have misspoken.
It
You were
only
right.
had 2. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I thought
didn't
it
roll
had
very
th-
well.
Oh, right. Sorry.
All right.
I
Ooh,
thought-
4 points of damage.
All right, so take your 4 points of damage and feed your wand.
All right, so, well, I do this before bed. All right.
Sorry,
So,
I was conflating the damage that Mora did to
Ooh,
herself with the
5
points that she
charges
put into
now.
it.
Hooray!
So
the
that's
problem-
6
yeah.
total.
Yes.
Until dawn.
And then it gets 5. So it has 5 charges.
Yeah, so the problem with doing that when just before you go to bed is that it loses 1 at dawn, but
Yeah, but then I can
It's fine.
regain the hit points.
All right. The night passes, you wake up, you go get water.
I changed out my spells.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
all right,
Let's go to the staging area.
Staging area.
This has been a slice, but let's try to get out of this mine.
All right. So the staging area, you can get there, but the stairs leading there are broken. But you have someone with stone cunning with you, so it works, right? You can figure out alternate passages. You can figure out, oh, don't clamber up that.
Okay.
Like stone cunning is just magic for the stuff that you're doing right now.
Great.
Cool.
Glad we have a dwarf.
Yeah. And
Magic dwarf.
your stone cunning senses are all just telling you, this place is not safe. Like, I don't want to live here.
Yeah, I want to get out.
It's weird.
want to get
My
out.
senses were telling me the previous place where we were underneath the tree.
Oh, do you
Was
have
not
plant
s-
cunning?
That was not safe.
You have plant cunning.
I have scary thing cunning.
Oh, I see.
I've got staying alive cunning, and I don't like it here.
Like, if there's a 90% chance that you're safe, I just feel like a population with stone cunning would just be continually creeped out and be like, no, no, we're not,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if there's a 90% chance. Like, you were just always aware of that.
Yeah, you just always knew that it was like, you can tell when things are just not right.
Things
Yeah.
are just creaking in a kind of disturbing way.
And it's probably fine.
Yeah.
but you can't be unaware. Like, I don't think you could turn off stone cutting. Anyway, so
But Bonton's just like low level. The
yeah.
whole time he's down here.
So if you want to do this with no rolls whatsoever, it takes you 6 hours to get out, and you get out. How important is it that you hurry?
I feel like we should maybe hurry a little bit.
Yeah, because we don't have any food.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we don't want things to like collapse, I guess.
Yeah. Let's try to hurry out of here.
All right. So do you have any sort of structural engineering skill? Sorry, does your character have any sort of structural engineering skill, or what are you using to guide them out more quickly?
Oh, wait, no, that is not going to help. I was like, I have? No, I don't.
Animal handling?
Well, the moment he said, do you have anything to guide them? I'm like, wait, I took guidance as a cantrip.
Different thing.
It is a very different thing.
It is.
That's
There's
like
insight.
guidance
Would that be-
counselor.
Yeah. It's you touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
Which is lovely.
Yeah.
Would this be like a survival or insight?
Sure. More survival. Insight is like telling if someone's trying to fool you,
Oh, okay. So like survival, I guess.
which you might not be proficient in.
I'm definitely
so
not
roll it.
proficient, but yeah, but it is a
That's
wisdom
check.
thing.
Yeah.
And I do have +3 to wisdom, so
Good luck, Beige.
that's a 3.
A 3.
+3 is 6.
So it takes you 9 hours to get to the staging area.
Good thing we went fast.
Or you can get there in 6 hours and take some damage from the rockfall. It's Beej's choice.
Nine hours. Does that leave us exhausted?
No.
If we don't sleep, it
But it gives us a better chance of things going wrong down here.
I guess.
So either one's fine.
I say we make it there in 9 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't take damage.
All right, so you haven't taken damage. You get to the
It's one of those
staging
haste,
area.
make, waste
There's a
things.
great big rectangular opening to the outside. There are a bunch of bugs in here. There are plants around. There's noise again. There's air circulation. There's happy fungus. It's raining out.
It's Chalt.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, yeah, we're like, oh, thank God, we got it. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Great, now we're getting into the death jungle.
Yeah, nothing was trying to kill us down there.
Yeah.
It was kind of
And
nice.
is there? You said there's a great big rectangular
I mean, aside
exit, not like a skylight, but like an exit.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can see where there used to be a big ramp going down before the earthquakes took it out.
Okay.
So, I mean, is it daytime?
Yes. And there is the remnant of like a...
That's a lot of, by the way, that's a lot of trust that we all just showed in Bonton, that we were going for 9 hours.
Yeah.
And that we were like, you're sure this is the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was. But there, that must have been trying at points.
You're right. Yeah.
Sorry,
that,
Paul.
That would be exhausting
That
mentally.
would suck.
So I guess looking around, is there any way to sort of get a general idea of where we are? I mean, we're still in
Not
Chult.
unless you've spent a whole bunch of time walking around Chult sketching locations. That would be a survival check.
Okay. That is a 11.
Nice. I guess if you haven't watched the other episodes, that's Donde's backstory, is that he has walked around Chult sketching locations. That's why
Right.
he's being
Makes sense.
snarky. So, you're definitely still in Chult.
We're still in Chult.
You're in the northern part. You can't see enough landmarks from inside this staging area to know like which mountain ranges you're in for sure. But if you just start going out and walking around, you'll
Okay.
probably be able to get your bearings.
The north also means we're much closer to Port Nyanzaru than we were, doesn't it?
Possibly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Depends on where in the north, I guess we are.
That's fair.
So you've put in a full day. There are some stairs going up from this staging area. You could try to do some climbing. if you just want to go out and leave in spite of the lack of ramp.
I would. So there's stairs that are going up to more stuff
Inside.
Yeah. Is there? Then they're like broken?
I mean, everything is a little broken. Yes.
I guess what I'm thinking is that like if we've got to take a rest, if we can like climb up to a place on top of like a thing that it would be difficult for something else to climb up.
Yeah.
There was a place like 20 minutes back that you could just, like, you already know about it, you could secure it.
Sure.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Before we head out into the like, there's no point in spending an hour walking in Chult and then
Camping outside.
camping.
Yeah.
Do you think it's
outside.
worthwhile to try to, because there's plants in here and bugs and other stuff, do you think it's worthwhile to try to forage for anything edible?
That would be a survival check.
Do you think it's worth it?
I mean, Snack's going to.
Yeah, I guess before we, I guess we could take a little bit of a look around the, so, looking through the doorway, don't see too much.
Right.
Yeah.
You're sure you're in Chult. You're sure you're in like the northern half of Chult. You are like, that could be one of like 3 places, or it could be something new. I just need a little bit more of a view.
Right.
Once you're walking around, I'll let you make another roll and give you more information. It
And
also only
the-
rolled an 11.
And the going outside, going through the door involves going down this broken ramp.
Going up the staircase, wasn't it?
So there's a staircase that is still inside this complex, or you could leave the staging area down what used to be a ramp and is now kind of broken. Or you could... I
Go back
think
the way
if
we
I-
came.
Okay.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, you're rolling right now to get food.
Yeah.
Right.
So which involves going down into, that involves going out into Chult, right?
So you've got like fungus around
Yeah,
you
I was
here.
just gonna forage in here.
oh, I see.
the staging
Just looking
area.
for
For
some
like
fungus or something.
big juicy bugs
Okay, cool.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah, Snack's not super picky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
He's
your
a
rolls.
goblin. I'm gonna show everything
really
I
got
pick
away
up
from
to
me.
Donde.
18.
I think you're chowing down on some big tasty bugs.
9. Is it
14.
is survival roll, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 12 then. Okay.
Okay.
Ugh. 8. I pick something up and show this to Donde.
Oh yeah,
Is this
you
edible?
you can definitely eat that. Yeah.
Really, actually?
Yeah. I had one of those one time.
It's edible.
It's not that good, but it's fine.
I'm going to assume that Donde, I mean, we're going to know, all 3 of us are going to know when we see stuff, whether it's poisonous or diseased or whatever, upon.
Right. So that's why you're not getting anywhere near as much stuff as you might.
Right.
Yeah.
And you also got an 18.
Yeah.
So you recognize some of the trailers coming down as a very bad, dangerous area. So you can warn people away from that.
Some of the vines.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like
Avoid
some
those.
sort of horrible tangle vine.
Gesturing with like half a massive cricket or something. Avoid sort of that zone.
So
I don't recall specifically what's bad about those plants, but it's not good.
once they're pointed out, Bonton does remember what's bad about them.
Ah.
Because these things, they grow fungus that gets inside a living creature and destroys its brain and turns this creature into one of the few kinds of undead that Avu Nihar told you to destroy instead of bring back to him. Because the spores grow inside the zombie's body, and that's how this propagates, and then it bursts out and grows in more things, and this is how
Great.
it spreads.
Nice.
Like cordyceps, but worse.
The fung dead.
Yeah.
Fung.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Going to turn these undead into fun dead.
No.
You
All
said
right.
fung dead.
Let's stay away from the evil undead making fungus.
Yeah.
So 3 of you have yummy food, but all 4 of you have food.
Oh, I can prestidigitate to make it taste like something else.
There you go.
Hooray.
Mora's been doing that a lot this trip.
What you eating?
Some kind of mushroom that Donde said wouldn't kill me, but it tastes like elvish chai latte.
Nice.
The lies we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
All right. So we
So then-
foraged for some food, and
20 minutes back down the
yeah, and
back down the tunnel to rest.
I guess
Probably, yeah. Because nobody wants to rest outside in the rain
No.
So. No.
and the fungus.
All right.
I do not.
So it's the next morning
All right.
Hooray.
All right.
because you're in this completely abandoned, dead, lifeless place.
Did you feed your tail?
Oh, no, I didn't feed my tail. All right, hold on.
It can only hold max 7 charges. By
Yeah,
the way.
but I would feed it anyhow. Care and maintenance. I'm very, very good with pets. 2 points of damage.
Have you named the wand?
Wanda. 1 point.
Yes!
Perfect.
Wow.
All right. Which gives me 3 charges, which means tomorrow we'll have 7.
Well, 6
No.
in the morning.
No.
6 in the morning, right? Because I hold max 7.
No, because right. 7. Only hold
All right.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We shall venture forth into Chult.
So you
I guess we could go up if we wanted.
I'm
Yeah.
like deeper into like the
mean-
mountain fortress.
Yeah.
No, not deeper. We went deep. This is up the.
I mean, I guess it's still. Isn't it still deeper
Staircase
into
is
the mountain?
inside the mountain.
yes. So you're looking out. You're clearly a few hundred feet above sea level.
Right.
But the mountain keeps going, and the staircase keeps going.
So this would be more mountain, but up
Oh.
instead of down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, are we trying to get to the town?
How does the staircase look?
Bad,
All right.
but you could do it. I mean, you've been climbing up worse.
Let's not then.
We spent 9 hours. Why not? What's a few more 9 hours?
What's a few more 9
Spend a
hours?
week farting around in this
Now
mine.
let's get the hell out.
So are we trying to get to the town and to Port Nanzaru?
I think we're trying to get back to Avu Nihar to turn in this stupid fungus for Bonton's tribe.
And your essay.
Oh, right, I did write that stupid essay. And it seems like it's a waste if we don't turn it
Well,
in.
we should battle our way through the
Also-
jungles of Chult to
Also, I do
turn in your
actually-
essay.
I really do. Well, hey, it's worth like 30% of my grade. I don't want to be the only person that gets held back to do like 59th grade again. Oh, it's so frustrating. I've already been held back once, you know.
Oh, really?
And then then you're bigger than all of the other elves.
From Snack's perspective, and he can tell you this, whether my goal is to get back to Avu Nihar or to Port Nyanzaru or somewhere else depends largely on how close we are to those various things.
All right.
Can I say though that I actually do have a secondary important goal that, like, you know, I've been a little bit sidetracked because I'm doing all this heroic Chult saving stuff, but I'm missing one very expensive cloak that I would like to get back. Last seen around a portion of it around the neck of the sage at the Semolo Plateau, and I would kind of like to get that back. Otherwise, I will be in trouble.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there as something that I would like to maybe accomplish.
Foresee a lot of tough negotiations.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get out into Chult. So down the broken ramp
All right. So you're
Into-
scrambling down into the jungle.
into the jungle, and endeavoring to figure out where the hell we are.
All right. So same question. Are you going slow and safe, or are you feeling adventurous and wanting to speed things up and be risky?
I mean, we just woke up and
I think I'll climb down quickly.
Great. Athletics check, please.
I do have my climb speed thing. If that helps.
I'm not-
Oh, yeah, you do.
I'm not being particularly quick about it.
All right.
I am.
Does that? I still have to roll those?
So I want an athletics check from you. You can have advantage on it, and it's going to affect how quickly you get down. Because you have a climb speed, it's not determining whether you fall. You don't fall.
Okay, because I was going to say you could get down very quickly if you fail.
You don't involuntarily fall.
12.
All right. So you do pretty well. I think you're down the cliffside way before anyone else. I don't think anyone else can match that. Although you...
I do have fast climb as well.
You do have fast climb.
Well, does that mean, so basically you'll give me advantage on climbing down here?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm saying that you don't fall.
Oh, okay. Well, 9 on my advantage.
All right. So
So maybe it's not graceful.
and you guys, you're just taking it slow. You
Well, I
said.
mean, if everyone else is leaving me behind, how quick are you going?
I want to get out of this place now that I've seen how broken everything is and everything. It's just like, and of course, stone cutting, right?
How successfully are you leaving me behind?
Oh well.
So you two don't have special climby, classy things,
No.
so you actually could fall.
I
Just make a
rolled.
decision and roll.
Did you already roll?
I did
Oh, how'd you do?
8.
Okay. So I think you are sliding. I think you're getting some lovely moss stains. I don't know yet whether you're getting hurt. How would you like to make a dexterity save for me?
Oh, that sounds like a terrible idea.
You don't have to. You could just say, I'll fail that, Dale.
I'm gonna make a dex save.
As you wish.
What a choice.
Attempt a dex save.
2.
2. You
Your,
roll these for me?
your DC was more than 2.
I do think that it's just as Mora and Donde sort of
6.
skip down to the bottom of the hill, and I say nothing beats the natural grace of the majestic pussycat, and also the natural grace of the majestic elf as Bonton rolls down.
I'm like, dude, I have claws. That it wasn't a race.
And I'm an elf, so I'm delightful.
Well, now that everyone's leaving me behind, I'm going to go faster.
As you wish.
So what do I roll for this? This
Athletics.
is athletics.
Should have taken athletics.
Natural 20.
Oh my God!
So 22.
Lovely.
Yeah.
If you care to add flavor, you can.
Do that one of those things where there's like a big vine. The Legolas on the elephant.
Careful which vine you grab.
Like down the I'm gonna like slide down the vine, just like do like a whoop and then like a jump
Wah.
and like a maybe a little flourish. I did this with my hands, but not a flip, but a flourish, and then
yeah.
like just sort of I alight
Stomp
upon
that
a
landing.
Yeah, like Tarzan in the Disney
exactly.
Tarzan movie. Yeah,
I
yeah.
alight upon some moss.
Lovely.
Yes.
Maybe in a patch of sunshine, like dappled coming through the. So it's like, ah.
Yeah.
And then
I'm a round mess.
Bonton falls down next to
Bonton
you.
lands, moss and twigs stuck to you.
Legs akimbo.
Yeah.
Green stains everywhere.
All right. So looking around now that we're in the open.
Right. So there's a hill you can climb up. That not in a game. You walk up the hill. You
Yes.
can take a look around. Please give me another survival check.
That's not better than my other one. 10.
All right. So you're pretty sure you recognize that river over there. It's a pretty big river. It's one of the 2 rivers that leads directly to Port Nyanzaru.
Okay.
You are in.
That river is one of the 2 rivers in Cholt.
Dante
majestic.
Livingston, I presume.
Majestic cats.
Yes. You are in the Mist Cliff Mountains.
Ah.
So you're going to have to get across that river somewhere if you're going straight to Avu Nihar's. You're a few days from Port Nyanzaru. You are, if we include river crossing, maybe a week from Avu Nihar's. It wouldn't necessarily lose you a lot of time to go downriver to Port Nyanzaru and then up.
And,
Like that's where you would do your river crossing.
and theoretically, where if we wanted to say get the cloak, the Semolo Plateau is like past Abu Nihar's, right?
It's it kind of in a slightly different direction, but it's in that same sort of central section between the 2 big rivers.
So it sounds like Port Nyanzaru is where we want to go. I mean, we have to. We're going to basically be going there anyway to get across the river. So
You can cross the river earlier up. There are lovely waterfalls and cataracts. You can try to. People do cross the river.
But all of our stuff got stolen and taken to Port Nyanzaru.
Well, there's a good point there.
Well, I got my helmet back.
And you have money waiting for you in Port
I have a
Nyanzaru.
lot of money waiting for me in Port Nyanzaru.
you got your
And
you get
possibly
your
the
helmet
rest of
back
my
'cause nobody
cloak.
wanted it. Nobody wanted it. That-
So every
It's not
but-
necessarily I don't know.
So Batiri tribes are named after their style of war mask, and every tribe has a very distinct
Right.
style. Like, so I've been thinking of his tribe as like the Dino Skull tribe.
Right.
Because nobody else uses that style of war mask.
So nobody else would want a dino skull war mask, even if you were a Batiri, right?
Like, unless
Like,
you were trying to masquerade as
You
a-
could
Or
if
just have something to hang on your
you
wall.
could either be a collector, which would be weird, or you could use it as a helmet if you had a small enough head, but it's not really
It's not
super
something another
useful.
Batiri would be like, yeah, sure, I'll grab that. Then it'd
Exactly.
be like,
All right.
not done.
yeah.
So, Port Nyanzaru, a couple days away.
Maybe your
The-
journal's in Port Nyanzaru.
Could be.
More importantly, maybe the rest of my cloak is in Port Nyanzaru.
May I have perception checks from everyone, please?
I'm gonna buy some new
Ooh.
dice.
24.
Lovely.
3.
Thank you.
10.
7.
Okay, so, Donde, I've got a couple more pieces of information for you.
Okay.
Further up this hill, you see another entrance into the mountain, and you see some people moving around there. They have a whole bunch of mold around their head, and there are a bunch more of those vines that Snack told you to avoid.
All right.
You can't see this very well. You're not sure if these are like dwarfs or Batiri or who the people are. Like, you're just barely seeing any of this movement. Nobody else is even seeing this at all. But that's probably where the staircase went.
Okay.
And you also, you think, down by the river, that might be like campfire smoke.
All right. Two things. One, fung zombies up there. The
Fung dead.
The fung dead. Up there.
It's your term.
I feel
You
like
came
we
up
should
with
stay
it.
away from that. Second thing,
Unless you feel compelled to go kill them.
there's a fire, because I feel like they're one of those things that even if you kill them, they're still going to infect you. They're going to like explode. In
We had to take
spores.
so many precautions.
And there's a fire down by the river. Pretty sure zombies don't light fires.
Like, so there's a light rain right now. It would have to be some sort of covered fire, and you're just sort of seeing what is probably the smoke being dissipated by the rain.
So it wouldn't. So it's like a cooking fire or something,
Let's go check it
which
out.
zombies presumably would not make. So I say we go non-zombie direction.
The how covered in mold, like in fungus and whatnot, could you actually see those things being?
They had like mold blobs on their heads.
So it's probably safe to say that they've been like that for a while, which means it's not like this is a recent thing that happened to them. This is more like they've been like that for a while, which means that fire would have gone out if that was their fire.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess we don't know what the life cycle of the
Yeah.
mold thing is,
So,
like how
I
fast
think-
it happens.
I think Bonton does, being the necromancer trained, and he is just for some reason not sounding very decisive. But he's completely correct as he instructs you on the life cycle here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So therefore, it's like that isn't their fire, that isn't their camp, because that fire would have gone out, given how much mold is actually on their heads. So yeah, it is somebody completely new.
All right. So I say we go
Go to the fire.
go to the fire, and we want to go down to the river anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on board.
So let's go down to the fire, maybe in somewhat stealthy fashion.
Great. Give me stealth checks, please.
Oh, finally something I'm good at.
Yet another thing I'm not.
Oh, wow.
You say that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's see. 6.
Teen.
Finally, something I'm good at.
12.
12
Or
for
a
me.
stubs her toe.
12 for me as well.
And
All right.
swears in Elvish. The Netflix caption, swears in Elvish.
Ow!
I'm so glad we all rolled stealth checks.
So
It's a weakest link kind of situation.
It's true.
from up ahead, you hear someone saying, "Everyone, be quiet! I think I hear someone approaching!" Because someone rolls the way you do.
Oh, ice cold.
Uh,
I don't know.
So-
We both rolled sucky.
more, I guess. Can we sneak more stealthy, like away from where we were previously heard? Kind of,
They're on alert now. I don't know what
Yeah, I
your
guess.
goal is here.
I guess. All right, so I guess we should just like
Yeah.
come out and say hi.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's the cutest? Donde, you should say hi, because
Who
you
is-
look the least threatening.
Who has the most persuasion?
How do I know?
Oh,
what
I'm
to-
the most charismatic for sure.
Yeah, I am not actually very persuasive. I'm just fluffy.
I have a +5 to persuasion.
I'm not persuasive, but I am fluffy.
Yeah, I can't persuade people to do anything except pet me. And that's sort of a
That voice
An
we
aura.
heard.
Yes.
Is there any reason to believe that we could tell if it has, if it belongs to a dwarf or an elf or a human or some like
Well, it's doubtful there's an elf on. There's
Batiri
another
or
elf around here.
Tabaxi? Like, there's
Did
no
it
way
come
to know.
from near the ground?
It.
There's no way to tell. There's no sort of like racial quality of a voice that we would be able to identify from. No, it's all in common anyway, right?
It's in the local common. Yeah. I don't see any reason to hide the information from you. I don't think that's interesting. So I'll tell you this is a human.
Okay. Okay.
The humans like elves, don't they?
They don't
Some-
have a lot of experience with the Munchald.
Yeah.
Yeah, but elves are so good.
Well, then go ahead.
Everyone loves
I'm just
elves,
thinking of it in
right?
terms of that. If the four of us all walk out together, is that going to look weird?
But
that
what if a beautiful foreign elf and her cat familiar walk out? Everybody loves elves and cats.
Then go, please.
Yeah.
All right, Donde, let's go impress them with how great we are.
Let's sit back here and watch from the bushes.
Yeah.
Being two of the less attractive Chult races
Speak for yourself.
I love
Yeah,
it when you
John
guys
is
split
like-
the
yeah,
to
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bunton is like us
right.
being the less attractive child races.
So you step out to where there are about 20 humans and they're all ready with spears, and they're like, it's a tabaxi with a tiefling.
I am an elf from far away.
A nelf?
An elf.
A nelf.
Close enough. Hello, my friends. I am a lost traveler. I have come to experience your beautiful land.
Oh, and this guy steps forward. Well, welcome to my beautiful land. It actually isn't just my beautiful land because it belongs to lots of people, but thank you for calling it my beautiful land. I do have my beautiful lots of things. I am Armdo, like Armdo.
You have very impressive arms.
Oh, thank you. I'm the boss of this group of humans. So, humans, this is a Nelf, and she's here to experience my beautiful things. But I should tell you, my boyfriend sometimes gets very jealous. Don't you, Leg Doe? And this somewhat more slender fellow comes up. And he says, hello, I'm Lemji. Yes, but he goes by Legdo because I'm Armdo, like arm. Oh, no. And
Hi. I'm
Hello.
Laura.
I'm
Mora.
I'm captivated watching all of this from Barton's head.
And this is
Have you seen this? This is amazing.
Believe this.
this is my friend Donde.
Hello.
hello, Donde. I'm Armdo, like Armdo. This is my boyfriend,
Nice
Legdo. Yes, Lemji.
So we are
guy's got big
walking
arms.
through. We're trying to get to Port Nyanzaru with some friends of ours. What are you guys doing here? You guys seem to know the lay of the land.
Well, I think you're copying us because we're traveling to Port Nyanzaru with our friends.
Oh, okay.
Like my boyfriend, did I show you Legdo?
Yes. Yes, he's got very impressive legs. He looks like he works them out every single day.
Well, we walk around because we're nomads. Is that like Nelfs?
Similar, very
Okay.
similar. Yeah, you're basically on the right track. Yeah.
So you look really pale. Also, there's something wrong with your ears.
It's just it's a NELF thing. It's we have these features. We're born with them. We make the best we can, but we do get some advantages. We're very musical, Could sing good songs. I'm good at have you played the drinking game? There's some other nomads I ran into where you go the slap and then you drink the zombie moonshine.
Oh, I love the zombie moonshine.
And I'm so good at singing the song. Excellent. So we're just saying War is making very good friends with these people.
I would love to have a persuasion roll from you, please.
Oh, okay. Persuasion 11 plus 5 is 16.
16. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So do you want to travel with our group? Because you could travel with our group for only like a small amount of money if you want, and we could all keep each other company. And Lemji kind of is like, don't actually know them.
Yeah. That's it. You know what? That sounds like a really good plan, but let me talk it over with everybody else we're traveling with first, because we have some shy members of our group. They're shy, but they're really nice.
Maybe that's like me.
Do we come out?
Maybe I'm shy.
Can I, before we go any further, these are human nomads in Chult. The chances are that albino, they're not like an adventurer team or anything like that. They're native to the whatever, which means they've run into albino hill dwarfs before. So probably not a huge problem with me. Don't know how they feel about goblins. Batiri.
I'm gonna find out.
All right. Right, we come out of the bushes,
I've just got my elbow resting on his head.
kind of
Yeah.
slowly.
Guys, this is
guess Bunsen
Arm
makes the decision
Doe.
of whether
Look
you
at
guys
how
are-
big his
like
arms
arm
are.
doe.
Look at those arms. Those are amazing arms.
Those are amazing arms.
And
Big
his
arms.
boyfriend Lemji, or Legdo, has some very sizable gams.
Those are
He's
impressive
just
legs.
kind of a slender guy who's just like,
Okay.
How many other people are there?
they're about 20.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm glad they're our friends.
Mora's good at making friends with people.
Is it a tribe or is it just a group of like?
It's sure.
Okay.
They're just a bunch of friends.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I guess they're sort of family units.
They don't really look like they're not like a. I mean, they're nomads, but it's not like a trading party or like a patrol or whatever. It's literally just like a bunch of family units. All.
Right, which I feel like most of the human nomads would qualify as trading parties. Like I
That's just kind of what they do.
yeah,
Okay.
one of the things they do.
They're not. They didn't say whether they were heading the same way we were.
They said they were headed to Port Nyanzaru.
They were headed the same
But you haven't said whether you're heading that way.
Right.
Well, I guess Mora did.
Yeah. That's fair.
Where's your mask?
Oh, like my actual mask?
Yeah.
It's on. It's just it's like on top of my head.
So Lemji notices this and says to Armdo, I think that's the dino skull, Batiri.
Do I hear them?
You might. Perception roll.
Sure.
If you get a 10, you can hear them.
I can hear them.
Okay. Otherwise, you would see him pointing at you.
Oh, okay.
And Armdo's like, what? You remember?
I'm pretending not to hear them.
Yeah. I remember. What do I remember? That we just heard that they're rich. Oh.
You never told us you were rich.
What?
So, what? Let me handle this. Yeah. So, I'm Armdo. No. I'm going to handle it. Oh, right. So Lemji comes forward and it's like,
Okay.
so would you like to travel with us and perhaps pay us when we get to Port Nyanzaru?
Does he know that I heard him?
I think he wasn't being super secretive.
Right. Sure.
Excellent.
How much are we paying you?
How does 10 gold a head sound to you? And I would think that you would think that that's on the expensive side,
Yeah.
but not ridiculous
Okay.
for an escort to.
Right.
To Port Nyanzaru.
I'm guessing they're sharing their food and their water. We all kind of eat together, that kind of thing.
I mean, you'll.
If
They
any
have
monsters
water
attack-
catchers. You'll all fight
Yeah.
because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right. Ooh, that's.
Sure.
And they have repellent, so there will be fewer monster attacks.
Can we? Could Mora haggle?
They're addressing Snack. Lemji and Snack are having this conversation.
I see.
I mean,
Just
yeah.
take-
Because
think
Snack is the rich one.
Oh, right. Okay, that's fair.
I'm being born across the jungle on this dwarf I'm riding currently.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Look at your exotic entourage. You have a Nelf and a Tabaxi.
You know, Asterix and Obelix,
Yeah.
the
that's-
like chieftain that always goes around
yeah, right.
standing
Right,
on the
right.
shield.
Yeah.
Vital statistics.
Yes.
That's his name.
Oh my God.
In this instance, you're the shield that he's standing on, by the way, Bondon.
Do you want to haggle?
I could try. I'm not charismatic. That seems a little high. We'll pull our weight. Can we talk you down a little bit?
Why don't you roll some persuasion?
All right. Did not take that as a skill, so 11. Because I'm not trying to intimidate.
Right. So you may not know this, but less than an hour ago, some people were traveling north and said that the Dino Skull Batiri are very rich. So I feel like this is something that you could afford.
Is it worth it, them believing that?
I'm trying to work that
You
out.
don't want them to think we're too rich, otherwise they'll kill us.
I mean, we have a lot of
You were
interesting, good-looking stuff on us that happens to also be magic, right? So,
We could probably sell some of this in Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah, you
too.
know
but
what?
also they're able to see most of it.
Yeah.
You could give them the demon sphere. They would probably take that.
Holy shit! Yes, they would, wouldn't they?
You know what? That sounds fine. We'll settle up when we get to Port Nyanzaru.
Because then I would have the demon sphere.
Oh no! Don't give the demon sphere to Dale.
Just because, by the way,
Don't give anything to Armdo that's too pointy.
The demon sphere is not pointy at
I
all.
should have just left.
Just super
I
fragile.
should have put it on the ground in the place where where we came down the cliff. I should have just put it on the ground in the corner and put a lot of dust on it or something, or put a lot of rocks on it or something to keep it from getting broken, and been like, that just stays there for the rest of eternity. Nobody ever sees it ever again.
I'm sure then it would never come up again.
Yep. That's how things work in D&D, right?
Paul's played in too many of my games.
You gotta leave flags for other people to discover.
If an angry demon tracks you down. I was stuck on mine for 4 days, you bastards!
You've been in that sphere for at least an eternity, right? Like,
Yeah, but the mine's stocked.
so dusty.
I've got seasonal allergies. Just an angry demon with like a dust allergy. He's coming to you
like
for
the-
vengeance and an inhaler.
Yeah, the sphere was hermetically sealed.
it's a weird runny beak.
All right, well, so we're agreed to hang out with these guys?
Have you heard? I'm rich, apparently.
Yeah, you never told us you were rich.
You should let us in on these things more often.
You're holding out on us, man.
Didn't I do a good job of convincing all of these people that we
You-
were their friends?
You three know that I'm not with my tribe anymore, and that we're not on good terms. Yeah,
That's fine.
but they don't need to know that.
Everything.
You can probably also infer that just because Snack said, yeah, sure, 10 gold sounds great, we'll pay when we get to Port Nyanzaru, does not necessarily mean he intends to do that.
No, I would say I would put
That's
money
for-
on it. That
that's for
Snack
future
does not
Snack to worry
intend
about.
Yeah.
pay them.
So, you've got your repellent.
Yeah.
You've got a group of people. There are almost no encounters in the several days that it takes you to get to Port Nyanzaru.
Now you
Great.
said almost.
Right, because it's, I mean, you're going to have at least one fight on your way between here and there. But honestly, that's really good.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, Remember your first day you walked
Yeah.
out into the jungle?
And almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're immediately
You're
attacked.
like 100 feet down.
yeah, with extreme prejudice.
Like
Yeah.
this, I'm not trying to be like fake. Oh, good news. There's only
Yeah.
one encounter. Like really, honestly, good news. There's
Oh.
only one encounter.
Hey, great.
Yeah.
Like we've only been adventuring for about a week and a half in game time, I think, roughly, haven't we? Yeah,
And 3 days of that was in the mine.
yeah.
Oh
Roughly
yeah, we should
10
probably
days.
Down
mention.
in pit.
Yeah, we can probably mention to these guys that there's these horrible fung dead over there that don't get close.
Fun dead?
Fung,
Let's go meet them. We could have a party.
Lemji?
Can we talk to Legdo?
Arm dope.
Legdo? I would highly recommend not letting Armdo anywhere near any of the fung dead that are around the mine.
I'll go distract him.
So is the encounter on the way to the port? Is that
Yeah, so it's gonna take like 4 or 5 days to get there. I'm gonna give you like one encounter somewhere in the middle. You've had fresh food. You've entertained people. You've made some friends. If any of you want to tell me stories of that time, you can. I'm only imposing one encounter on you,
Okay.
but you can have as many other events as you choose to.
Ooh, can I learn the second verse of the Glug Glug song?
Very similar to the first.
Yeah, except it's
Means roll back and
considerably
forth
more
again and
slurred
then
usually
sing.
by the time you hear it, so you got to hear it like
it's very
several
closely
times
modeled on the first
to get
verse.
there.
Yeah.
But I've got the second verse now. Ooh, this is going to make me popular back at school.
Yeah, I think they disagree with what you heard as the first verse. They're like, that's the third verse.
Oh.
I never sing that as the first verse. The first verse is all like, this is the song about the moonshine glug glug.
Right. And then the second verse is when you tell the lady with the song about the lady with the skirts, right? Then the third verse, then it's the man with the sword who chases her down. And the fourth verse is the one that you have to wait till the kids have gone to bed to sing, right?
Oh, I never wait.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
They all have to learn sometime, don't they, Mora?
I never understood why he wanted a woman with a skirt. And his boyfriend's like, it's okay. It's okay, sweetie.
I think if the
I never realized the song was so heteronormative. Maura writes this in her essay.
The song makes a lot more sense this way, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
The way we were singing it before, everything seemed out of order and disjointed.
I just thought, the people in constant stream of death, people are willing to put out on the first date or after the third glug.
So I thought it was some sort of elaborate revenge fantasy, but it turns out it all makes perfect sense.
Snack's having the moonshine, but he's not doing the song.
I am going to. Dante will attempt to, I guess, scare up some like basically try to start like reconstituting his journal by like or sort of starting to continue pages that if he ever finds his journal could be added into the back.
Right.
With-
Well, you got
with-
a whole bunch of paper from Avunihar.
Yes. So continue making observations about, for instance, the new verses that he can tell people about and the world as they're traveling along.
All right.
I got very drunk. A lot. And I had to be talked numerous times out of performing my sphere juggling act. Because when I was a young dwarf, I had one small metal sphere that I really liked to play with all the time. I got very good at being able to juggle it on my hands and move it around. It's a very calming thing to do, and I'd get very drunk recently, and I remembered I had that little glass sphere, and you all had to talk me out of doing that several times. I wasn't very happy with you about any of it.
It's like, come on, I'm good at juggling.
I know how to
don't
do this!
I hardly ever drop it.
It's the one thing that I'm good at around the campfire, is showing people how good I am at juggling spheres, and I don't have my sphere anymore. I have my cute little metal ball, and I don't have it.
Can we say that Maura felt bad about heteronormativing the drinking song and then spent an afternoon with Armdo and came up with a verse just for him and Legdo?
Aw.
But now the song's dirty.
Well, we all have to make sacrifices.
Sounds like Armdo would be totally fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Lungy is mortified with embarrassment.
Arm down and leg go. Yeah.
Glug glug.
Whee! All right.
This is too many
Hey,
people.
Bonton.
This is too many people for Snack.
I'm very, very drunk. And I've been thinking about Avu Nihar. One, I think we should go back because I really worked hard on the stupid essay and I want to turn it in. Two, I think he's lonely and I think he needs a girlfriend.
That's why he has Balia now, and I'm sure she'll be very entertaining for however long you can put up with her.
Do you want Avu Nihar to be your brother-in-law? That seems like a bad idea.
Balia's my cousin,
Or,
which would make
Okay.
him my uncle?
that means you're gonna have to. The dwarves have like the holidays where you have to sit around in icy silence with the older dwarves who are very old.
Yes.
And talk about being proper.
And we have to polish the table over and over until it gleams.
We don't do that in the elves thing, but
It's
we
wood,
do.
so
We
it's
do the awkward silences, and your mother is very disappointed in you. But we know it's just rebellious phase Mora. But I don't think that would be very good if Avu Nihar was around. But you know who's a real who also could use less of a stick in her butt?
Ooh.
Mrs. Giltleaf Thurplestein.
I don't know who that is, and you keep telling me about her.
She's very. For me, I think that what we need to do is we go back to my home. And we put Mrs. Giltleaf Thurplestein in a sack or a portal, and we bring her back to Avu Nihar because they have a thing going, and then you don't have to spend Christmas with Avu Nihar or whatever dwarves do where they don't want to talk to their relatives. And Mrs. Giltleaf Thurplestein is not going to teach me nature spirits next semester. So it's win, win, win.
Wasn't she already married?
Well, that's the Thurplestein part, but we'll work that out when we get there.
That's what the sack is for.
You have such intricate plans.
Things usually turn out pretty good for me. Look at this. I'm on Chult, and I've lost my mom's cloak, but I'm real drunk.
Also, we spent 4 months in prison. We've
Yeah, but now look at this.
we almost-
Look at how good my arms look. Look at how good my legs look. I've never been in such good shape. I am not going to fail PE next semester.
Bonton almost died twice.
But he's alive. It's all part of being with Mora.
That's right, Snack. It's all about seizing the day, I'm learning.
Do you know I'm not old enough to drink in Faerun? Which just proves
I
that
can
I
see
know what
why.
they're talking about.
Don't worry, Snack. In the morning, she'll start seeing it your way, I think.
I'm going to bed. And when I wake up, we'll all be alive again.
As opposed to now.
Every other time that I take a
still-
long rest,
still
I'm
you.
almost dead. And now I'm appreciating how nice it is to actually be alive. So you'll be alive tomorrow. And that's good, Snack.
So I think you've
I'm
all
glad you're
learned
so
multiple
happy.
verses of the song.
Yes.
And you're learning about how the hair of the dog is a wonderful thing in the morning.
Oh, Snack's fine.
Okay.
You know how to temper
Oh, yeah.
your alcohol.
Yeah.
Snack's an introvert.
And one afternoon, I'm going to impose a little fight on you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Mora's only she's mostly not drunk at this point.
Where your where's your how's your tail doing?
My tail, let's say I've been keeping up on it. And I'm like,
Once you catch up, you can basically start every day at 6
yeah.
All right, cool.
because you're doing D4 damage to yourself, and you'll restore 1d6 plus 2 points.
Yeah.
You only need to restore 1 point. And
Remember, if you're using it, you can blow more than one charge at a
To
time.
really
Do some
get
serious damage. Yeah.
Besides,
All right.
I have a repartee going with the wand now. I'm like, Wanda,
Keep it-
so nice to see you. It's like,
I think we should also maybe keep in mind, though,
Tail.
that,
tail.
It doesn't hit.
this
twitches.
that Wanda
I've painted a face on the end.
So Wanda does necrotic damage, and also spellcasting is not a thing that a lot of other people like here in Chult,
Well, I haven't-
correct?
No, I'm doing this in private.
Yes, but I mean, like, when we get into a fight with these people, if they see us casting spells,
That's more a Semolo Plateau thing, isn't it?
The humans generally. Okay. In 2nd edition, all the humans hated arcane spellcasters. In 5th edition, there's no such thing as arcane spellcasters, but I thought it was a cool character thing. So I've
So
kept
they
some of it
distrust
around.
them.
So some humans distrust the classes formerly known as arcane spellcasters, but you haven't really been forced to have that conversation with Armdo. You can if you want to, but it sounds like a excuse me, topic you're avoiding.
okay, cool.
Let's just only cast spells if we need to. We have lots of other weapons.
All right. Let's,
Roll some initiative.
yeah.
So, you've been avoiding the dangers of the river, but there are some burrowing nizvogs, which are also called land barracuda, that have come up underneath the group to nibble at people's feet.
Now I like those. That's how I get around.
That's a cute. It's like those cute little fish
Get
that
around
eat
on
the skin
land
off your feet
barracuda.
in those pools.
Yes,
Except
exactly.
they want to eat all your feet.
And they swim through the dirt.
Neat.
Sort of Bugs Bunny style.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're
So,
a carrot.
Yeah. Great. Good.
the tribe, if we're calling it that, knows to stand on rocks and stuff when these things attack. So the people who aren't good fighters are going to go do that. Armdo is not going to do that.
Nice.
And I need some initiative. Bonton, how'd you do?
6.
Startled.
Snack?
11.
Donde?
16.
And Mora.
8.
We didn't do amazingly well. Dowday did okay.
I was drinking a lot the night before. Somebody should not let this. I'm an underage elf. Why are there no more? There's no supervision around here.
You're
Morris says
60
with
years old.
with a light headache.
Nope.
Yeah, but you're a dwarf. You know that's not very old.
140.
Yeah, exactly. You're like 25 in people years.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
It's not
I feel
my
like
job.
I need more supervision.
I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assigning 2 land barracudas to the 4 of you and the rest to the rest of the humans.
Okay.
Seems worrying. Okay. These things seem big.
So what's a... What does it have legs, or is it like a...
It has like 8 legs and it burrows.
Okay.
you just want to know if you can trip it. Is that it?
Well, that's one of the things. I'm wondering whether, like, what kind of shape it is, basically. But yeah, okay. So it's like a sort of centipede kind of thing.
Yeah, it's more reptilian.
Okay.
It's about the size of the lizards that they crush back on the Semolo Plateau.
Oh.
Oh.
And we have the initiative tracker up. Thank you, Heather. And I can see that Donde is first.
All right. So are the barracuda like up
There are
in
2
my
of them
face?
who have popped up, and they surprised everybody, and they've bit some of the humans. The humans are running to stand on rocks and stuff. You can easily get into someone's face, like one of the fish's
One of the fish.
reptiles' faces.
Um.
The nizvogs.
Okay. I guess I will run up to one and kick it, or stab it with my spear. Actually,
Stab away.
spear stab. How's a 15?
15's a hit.
Hot diggity. Hey, for 11 points.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Piercing. Max damage.
Nice.
I will then kick it.
Kick away.
I will do a fury of blows, or a fury of blows. Just my version of that. The same. 15.
15 is still a hit.
Still a hit. Ha! This time I do D4. That does 6 points of piercing.
Okay.
And I will continue my fury of... Wait, actually, no. There's 2... Are the 2 that I'm fighting, like, right beside each other?
No.
Okay.
There is only the one that's on the initiative list right
That's
now.
all of them.
Both of them are going on that.
I see. Okay.
Thank you, though.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure if there was. We're supposed to think of them like the.
When you say both, you mean?
The two that are attacking you.
Oh, I thought there was. Oh, okay.
We
I thought there
each
was.
get to fight 2.
Yeah.
There
of us
there
fight two.
are
We are all fighting two.
There
I
are
thought there was 2 on each
8
of us.
barracudas.
Okay.
Oh.
No, but they're tough.
Yeah. No, fair. Fair.
All right. So I need the Barracuda that I hit to make a DC 12 strength save.
Sure. Against what?
No,
I have a
whatever.
17 showing.
Okay. So nothing happens. I'm attempting to push him away.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I will attack him with my last attack with the Fury, which is a 20. So that hits.
Okay.
And it does 4 points of damage.
Nice.
And I will. So I will use. So the thing with every time when I hit with the Fury blows, I can impose either the thing with the trying to push him, or the other thing that I can do is I can make it so he can't take reactions.
But you tried to push him.
Yeah, but for each.
Oh, for
for
each?
each hit
Oh,
with the
okay.
Fury.
So he can't take reactions. Ooh. Do I get a save against that?
Nope.
All right.
That's just a straight up thing.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works anyway.
Wow. Cool.
And in which case, I will now move away from him.
Okay. Well, it's now his go.
So I am moving away as I have a 40. I have a move of 40, and I'm attempting to move as
Right.
far as possible.
But you
away from-
moved up to him.
Yes.
And attacked. And now you're moving back. So if you were like 20 feet away. Which,
Yeah.
All right.
I
you
don't
know,
know.
I guess.
I don't know how far he can move. I guess.
Yeah,
If
you're
he-
probably no longer the closest to him. So he's going to attack Mora instead of you then.
Oh boy.
Good. Good job. Good job, everybody.
How's a 14?
That hits.
Okay. So that is going to do 14 points of damage.
Oh, I'm at 9.
Ooh.
But he only gets the one attack. The other one is going to attack Bonton.
All right. Hold on to your butt.
How's an 18?
Definitely hits.
All right.
All right. We never got you armor.
No, we couldn't find any.
Again-
we went to the market. We went to the barracks. We went all
Again,
those places.
18 wouldn't have helped anyway.
I know.
But yes.
18 points of damage because I rolled well.
That takes me from 28 to 10.
Fun.
That's how math works.
The way you paused there, I thought it was like, well, I'm dead again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, no, that
Oh well.
So that's why you're not fighting 2 each because these are tough.
Yeah. No kidding.
All right. So it's Snack and then Mora.
Okay.
Snack,
So,
get into close combat with it.
well, I'm going to.
Good.
Do I have? Is there any downside to using the sword two-handed? It just means I can't have like a shield or something.
Right. That's the downside.
Well, I don't have a shield, so two-handed with the sword.
Right.
So I'm going to attack, and what did you hit with?
15.
Sorry?
Cool. You hit with the 50.
Yeah, I hit with a 15.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
assuming you're attacking the same one that I attacked.
sure. Yeah.
The one that attacked Mora.
Yeah. So that's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
So I will do. Hey!
Wow.
0 point.
13. I guess there's no reason not to use my Fury of the Small.
This thing is smaller than you.
Oh, well then there's a very good reason.
Wow. The
Okay.
first thing we've ever fought that's smaller than you.
Yeah. So, yeah, 13.
Okay.
And I will expend a superiority die to make that a menacing attack. So it needs to make a DC 13 wisdom save.
It fails.
It's afraid of me
Yeek.
Bah!
until its next turn.
All right.
Or sorry, it's frightened is the key word.
But it's not fear specifically.
Well, no, frightened has a definition. It's
The
n-
status effects are at the back.
And is that the end of your turn?
yeah. I don't need to move away.
Sure. Mora?
right, so Snack, you're still in close combat with this thing, but it's
Sure
afraid
am.
of you. Great, that means I can sneak attack it
Yes, you can.
with my.
Well, the
Magic rapier.
Yeah.
being frightened probably won't do anything, but that's fine.
Yeah. Nice.
15 plus 20, so that's a hit.
It is.
It's 1d8 damage plus 1.
Plus 3 for your dex, plus your sneak attack.
Oh, right. I forgot to roll for my sneak attack. All right, so plus 1 plus 3 is 5 damage, and then sneak attack is 2d6.
Wow.
Nice.
11.
Is that total?
11 plus the 5.
So 16 total.
Like, not so good with the rapier, but then the sneaky part really got it. Yeah.
I've
It
got
wasn't
right here, Graham.
It wasn't expecting
Yes,
it,
I
I
have it.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so just for the benefit of everyone listening at home, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and the creature cannot willingly move closer to the thing it's afraid of.
So it can sit there and attack, but it still has disadvantage, which is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mora's done.
More is done.
Bonton, there's one of these things in your face. Chompy, chompy.
I am
And
at
Dante's up next.
I'm at 10.
And I'm at 9.
Oh, I should have rallied.
Do you have action surge? Or do you not?
Oh, I also have action surge. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's not going to help.
That gives you an
Because
extra
I can't
attack,
take 10 minutes
Yeah.
in the middle of damage to cast
Do that next turn.
As we learned.
Yeah, as we learned.
Bonus action still has to be done during your initiative, right? Okay.
Healing word
Oh,
is a weird thing.
I'll give you some temporary HP.
That's gonna
next time I come up,
very handy.
if you live.
You might want to do it tomorrow, actually, but we'll see.
We're just assuming you're going to die here.
Well, no, but it's
And
like
you're next to her.
You're next to her, and
Yeah, I can see you.
I can disengage, but yeah.
I mean, I get to go. I go before it does.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true.
You got to do something.
Yeah. Crap. If I move away from it,
If you disengage,
yes. Does that mean that I give up any sort like
That's all you can do.
that's
that's
your
all I
action.
can do exactly. So I have spiritual weapon, and if I cast spiritual weapon, then I have a bonus action where that thing can attack instead.
But the
But
casting.
the casting it is your action.
Is my action, and I can't.
So
And-
next turn you'd have it can attack and do things.
Yeah.
And
but-
it could react and attack you while you're
Yeah.
casting that spell.
Yeah, that's a good point. Then I guess what I do is I try to heal myself.
All right.
It's probably
So
more
I'm going to
important.
attack you when you're casting a spell on my face. So you could disengage and move away,
Yeah.
or you could attack it, or you basically could do something that's going to provoke an attack.
Oh, casting a spell provokes it.
Why don't you disengage and move away, and then you can cast a spell without being in combat next turn?
Probably a better idea.
Unless it moves up.
But it's got so many people attacking.
It's got a lot of people around. So you
Yeah, I
you
disengage.
You get out of there.
Yeah.
All right.
Climb onto a rock.
Yeah.
There are some humans who are like, oh, over here, over here.
Good. Okay.
Dante.
All right. Well, I will. Let's see. We've got the. There's one. The one that we've been beating on is looking pretty bad, eh?
You have dealt 50 points of damage to it.
Okay. It's got to be. Okay. Might as well.
And you're like 20 feet away from it.
Yeah. So I'll run back up to it
Okay.
and I will punch it. All right, stab it with my spear.
Sure.
You can punch it with your spear. I don't know how good that would be.
Meow.
just like-
Oh, that is like a 9. That probably doesn't hit.
A 9 does not hit.
Well, might as well. Flurry of blows. I
How many
will.
key points do you have?
3.
Cool.
I will punch it again. Actually, wait. Maybe I should. Well, there's no point in saving it.
I assume we're having a rest after this.
14.
14 is a hit, which is new information.
Okay. 7 points.
7 points.
And then I attack again. And that's 14 again. And that does 4 points.
4 points.
And I will do the same thing to make him not be able to react.
Okie dokie.
And I'm trying to think if I should move away again. I'll stay in close combat with him.
All right. Well, one is in the process of biting Mora, so it continues that
Oh
process.
dear.
How is a 16?
That also hits me.
All right.
I'm gonna go down.
Roll low, roll low.
Well, I have 9 HP left. 'Cause I
Yeah.
got me for 14 last time.
Yeah, I hit you for 17 points.
Ah, I am unconscious.
Yes, you are.
Neat.
Bonton, help.
And I have another one that's gonna run up and attack Dante. How's a natural 1? Does a natural 1 hit you?
Yeah.
It does not.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Snack.
All right,
And
Snack,
then-
it's you and me.
Mora, you'll be making a death save on your go.
Boy.
So first thing I'm going to do is let out an ungodly scream that sounds like I don't know what the dinosaur is called in this world. Sort of like an ankylosaurus. It's the dinosaur that my mask is. It's I have once per day while wearing this mask I can scream do the dinosaur.
I think there are ankylosaurs in
By the
Charlotte.
way,
Yeah.
that attack on Mora, that was at disadvantage, right? Because of the fear on Snack.
No, I forgot.
Oh.
That was a 15.
That still hits me.
Okay. Thank you, though. That was my screw up.
Fair enough. So just like I get advantage on my attack roll. Yeah. Because it's startled, I guess.
To be fair, everyone's startled.
14's
a hit. We know.
I'm going to expend a superiority die to add it to the better of these two rolls. Ah, phew. Okay, good. So that's a because my low was a 3 and my high was a 6, meaning that it would have been an 11, and I don't want to risk that, so I'm adding. I rolled an 8, so I add an 8 to it. So that's a hit. So I'll roll damage.
Nice.
Oh, another 10. Wow. So 13.
13. So this thing is not looking good.
Yay.
So I think I will. All right, I'm gonna. So action surge doesn't use your bonus action. It's just.
But that would be your bonus action.
Yeah, I think it does use your bonus action to get another attack.
Right.
I think that's usually how they work. That's how my thing works.
Okay. Well, then I don't want to do that because I want to use my bonus action for something else.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to expend a superiority die to give. Hey, I'm rolling very well on these die at least.
Nice.
To give Mora 9 temporary hit points.
Does that
I'm
put
back
her,
at 9.
Does that put her at 9? I guess.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to roll to stabilize or
Correct.
anything. Neat. Okay, that's handy.
Yay.
Just like, get up.
That's good.
So, Mora, you're lying on the ground. You got like a barracuda gnawing on you.
Is there a am I still right beside Snack?
We're all sort of in
Yes.
the same
Yes.
area.
I'm fighting the
Except
same
for
thing.
me.
Oh, you're fighting the same barracuda?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe because you just fought the barracuda and then you rallied it, maybe it doesn't notice when I go.
So you have disadvantage on this.
Right, because I'm laying on the ground.
Yep.
Which means, does that mean that she doesn't get her sneak attack? Or
Yeah.
Is that, no. It's if you have advantage, you do get sneak attack.
If you have advantage
It's
or
one of the
another
reasons.
or another enemy is within 5
Okay,
feet.
but you don't lose it if you have disadvantage.
Also, I think both Mora and Bonton probably earned inspiration from that great little story they told with all the
Thank you.
drunkenness.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna ask for it, but
It's
kind of open.
So I can use my inspiration to cancel out my disadvantage.
You can.
Ooh, I think I'll do that.
If I miss when someone should get inspiration, just remind me.
You
Okay,
can't also
fair.
just stand up.
It's like going to Dairy Queen, though. You don't want to
Yeah, but
ask.
it's so much more stylish
Can we
to
go to
just-
Dairy Queen? Because then your
Totally
parents will
up
be
to
like,
you.
well, now you asked. We're not going.
Because I meant to give it to you when you were telling it, and then I got distracted because something else happened.
Where's Dale follow the McDonald's triangle?
That's a good question.
That would be a 20 with my bonuses, so I'm going to hit it.
Yes, you are.
So that's 1d8 piercing plus sneak attack. Woohoo! Oh, I
That's
literally
exactly
the
the
same
same,
thing.
yeah.
I rolled all the same dice again.
So you rolled a
So-
1 on the D8.
1 on a d8 plus
But-
3 plus 1 because it's a magic rapier is 5 plus 11 on my sneak attack bonus.
Wow.
So 16 points.
16 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right in the butt.
You're terrible
stab
with
it right
you're
in its
terrible with the
barracuda
rapier.
butthole.
But
It's a cloaca.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
stab it right in the cloaca.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good. Thank you. We just
yeah,
want
you're here
make
to
sure
learn.
that we're correct.
That's why you're that.
So, Bonton,
Texan
you're
Warriors
up on a
charge.
rock.
We're still. Can I see Mora and is she within 60 feet of me?
Yes and yes.
Sweet. Healing word. What's your?
Hey, word.
What do you? So you're at the lowest of everybody
I
so
have
far.
been hit.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
have
That,
been
that
at it.
Barracuda thing's still up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I want to maybe
Yeah,
do the
I have
healing
nine
right.
There's
HP.
another one that's uninjured.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about.
Cool. Okay. I cast healing word, and I cast it. In fact, I'm going to cast it as a. It's a first level spell. I'm casting it as a second level spell. So that's going to give you 2d4. I have to roll for this apparently, but it's 2d4.
Here.
Thank you. Plus my whiz modifier.
I'm going to be asking
So
you for a
that's-
survival check Paul,
That's
on your turn.
1
Sorry?
and
I'm
1.
asking you for a survival check on your
So that's the absolute worst I could have rolled.
Okay, good.
2, hang on, 2 plus 3
Oh, hey, that's 5.
plus,
Oh.
and I want to be sure I get this right, so I'm going to just pull this up again. Because,
You'd rolled a 1 on both of those D4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
so what are we currently at?
I'm at 9.
5.
Yeah, so we're up to 5. Okay, I'm a Disciple of Life. When you use a spell first level or higher to restore hit points of a creature, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. It was a first level spell, so you get 2 plus 1, you get an extra 3.
So, you're 8.
8. Hey.
Okay,
So 8 normal hit points
Yes.
and the 9 temp ones I gave you.
Yeah. Okay.
So that should be enough to survive 1 hit
Yeah.
and not go down.
well,
So, survival check from Donde, please.
Not good.
Okay.
4.
Carry on.
I failed to survive.
Yeah, you don't notice a thing that you might have noticed.
All right. But it's my.
It's your go.
my go. Well,
There are 2 land barracudas here.
I
One of them
will
is looking in terrible shape.
continue to.
one of them took a rapier
poke
to the cloaca.
terrible shaped.
Go ahead.
Sounds awful.
Does?
I don't
It
want
was
that.
16 points of damage.
Weird black veins all over it.
17.
It's just the stone.
That's a hit.
And that does 6 points.
6 points. It goes down.
Haha!
Yay.
Stab.
You
and-
bisect it.
And then I will kick the other one.
Go ahead.
This is not a Fury of Blows. This is just my regular secondary attack.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait. A mere formality of rolling to hit. In 1 sec here. Yes, I did hit.
Okay,
Right.
good.
And I did 6 points of damage.
All right. So it's now the land barracuda's turn. It sees some tasty dead land barracuda next to it. So it grabs hold of the land barracuda and starts to burrow away. If any of you wish to use your reaction to attack it while it's burrowing away, you may.
I do.
Sure. Yeah,
I'll try to stab at it.
I guess.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, how's an 11?
11's a miss.
How's a 20?
A 20's good, but don't forget that you have disadvantage because you're lying down.
Right.
Ha!
Well, okay.
That was the low one.
Then 20 was the low one, apparently.
Nice. So do some damage.
I should probably stand
This
up
is
at some
not-
point.
this is
This
not
is not a
sneak.
sneak attack.
Is it?
No. it
Or
would
do you
be.
sneak attack on this?
Yeah, I think you got sneak on this.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
Nobody
I mean,
expects
we're
to be
still in
attacked
combat
just
with it.
laying down.
You haven't rolled a natural 19 yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I've rolled a 15 and an 18.
Ah.
All right, so on my D8,
On advantage
6
and
plus
disadvantage,
3,
the die that
10,
doesn't get used just doesn't
and then
count.
an additional 5 damage. So 15
Right.
damage.
15 damage.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Then Snack misses hilariously.
At some point, Mora stands up.
All right.
I
Well,
think.
the barracuda is going to eat the barracuda and leave. I think you guys all kind of rest. You go someplace on high ground where they can't come back to get you. Armdo is bleeding a bunch.
Oh no, his arms.
His arms, though.
How's Lingo's legs? Are they okay?
So he's been shooting at them with a bow from on top of some rocks. So he's
Like a smart
just fine.
person.
Holy crap, that's a great idea. Oh my god.
I mean,
I could have done that.
Oh my god.
do you have a bow, Bonton?
I do have a bow. I have no arrows, but I have a bow still.
I can give you some arrows.
Get up on the
I'm
rock
not
and just
good at
throw
it.
bows at him.
So you have a rest. There's some restorative zombie moonshine passed around.
I think
Restorative.
that's the opposite of restorative, I think.
You haven't tried it.
No,
Oh my goodness.
my body is a temple.
Yes. So that is sort of
Mora's
Furry
body's a
temple.
wasteland.
A furry temple.
Anyway, that's kind of
Sorry, go ahead.
that's the big exciting thing that was not repelled by the repellent. A few days later, you get to Port Nyanzaru. You are approaching right by the river. There are some, I guess you could call them the equivalent of customs people who are watching the river, and they come over and they look at you, and Armdo introduces himself, which he probably has done several times to you since you've been walking with him, because he likes introducing himself.
Did Armdo get hit in the head at some point?
Probably.
You have to ask
I love
Linji.
Armdo. He's great. What a beautiful soul.
And you're talking to these people, and Lemji is looking expectantly. But you've arrived in Port Nyanzaru, so congratulations on that. I know you've been trying to do that for a while.
Yeah.
While you're at the riverside, Snack,
Yeah.
you look up over at a group of other Batiri, all of whom have dino skull masks, and you lock eyes with Queen Toph, who is the leader of your tribe. And she sees you,
awkward.
and she pulls her mask down and signals the tribe to begin a war chant, which I think is where we will end this session.
In the middle of the port?
She's not subtle,
Oh my god.
is the queen.
Thank you for watching Dice Friends. This has been session 6 of Escape from Semolo Plateau. Please join us in a week.